Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Son of Stars. Welcome to today's future spouse reading. So today's reading is going to be interesting because in the past I have done, like a few days ago or a few weeks ago, I have done a pick a card reading, finding out what your future spouse will find sexy about you. Now this reading, if you haven't checked it out, you can check it out after this one or the other way around, it doesn't matter. But in this reading, it was very, very interesting because I actually wanted to see some spicy things, you know, like what they're gonna find very, very attractive about you. But the interesting thing was, which is also, if I think about it, makes sense, right? Because future spouse will feel an immense amount of love for you. And it's interesting because in the reading, the love that this person has for you or your future spouse has for you was kind of like overtaking the reading. There was like, it was not like a lusty energy there, it was more so like immense amount of love that came through. Although I titled this video what they will find sexy about you, I'm definitely gonna do another reading like that, which I will put the intention that it's gonna be a little bit spicy. So we're gonna look at what you will find sexy about your future spouse today, okay? So if you want to, you can check out the other reading or the other pick a card after this one, but this is all about what you will find sexy about your future spouse, what will make you melt, okay? What will make you feel a little bit like, you know, feeling like you have an appetite, an appetite for them, that you want to taste them, okay? So this is going to be free flowing. We're going to see whatever the heck comes up, what you're going to find extremely attractive and sexy about their personality. There might be an energy where I will see certain things, the way that they dress, or specifically what they do, how do you even say that, how they woo you, or how they express that they are sexually attracted to you. So we're going to see what the heck comes out. But yeah, this is today's topic. What you will find extremely sexy, magnetic, and attractive about your future spouse. In the next clip, you can choose between 4 beautiful images. And again, if you feel a little bit indecisive, you can also close your eyes and let the number come to you. Let the meditation music penetrate your body. Okay, that was a little bit the way I chose my words. Okay, so that's what we're going to look at today. Again, if you feel like you are a little bit indecisive, you can also choose between a number, but we're going to look at what you will find sexy about them, okay? What makes you melt? What makes you feel like you want to kiss them, you want to be with them, okay? So let's see, how would they seduce you basically? So I would say you would choose your image or your number, and I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello, beautiful pie number one. Yes, I changed my hair. I felt like putting it in a bun. I don't know why, but hey ho. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out, what will you find sexy about your future spouse? First things first that I want to tell you guys is, what you're gonna find extremely sexy about your future spouse is the way that they smell, their scent, okay? This could be a perfume, or this could be their natural scent, okay? Like when you, for example, kiss this person's neck, or when they hug you, they have a scent or a perfume that you will find extremely seductive, extremely sexy about them, okay? There's something about them. It could even be like the lotion that they use or the perfume that they use, because with the High Priestess, I was like paying attention to, this is in the bathroom, right? And she has rose petals in the bath, which reminded me of the scent of a person. So I almost want to say, what you will find extremely sexy about your future spouse is the way that they smell, okay? It could be a perfume that is very, for example, very expensive, or it could literally be a perfume that you like on men or women, you know, for example, if you are very much into perfume or something like that. Or this could be, for example, the body lotion that they use. There's something about the way that they smell. Every time they hug you, they have a certain scent that really seduces you. They just might be somebody who's like very, how can I even say that? For example, they use oil for their beard, if in case your future spouse is a man, and you would like the scent of, you know, the oil that they use on their beard, or you would just like the scent, you know, when you come a little bit closer to their neck or something along those lines. For example, if your future spouse is a woman, it's definitely her perfume, or for example, some type of perfume that she uses for her hair, like hairspray. There's something about the scent of your future spouse. I want to say that they smell extremely good, okay? They might even have like a big perfume collection, or they might be into scent, they might be into body lotion, they might be into is self-care. It could even be luxurious self-care here with the Empress energy, okay? This could be that they are into luxurious perfume or luxurious self-care, okay? But it doesn't have to be. It's just the way that they smell every time they hug you is, whoo, okay, it seduces you. Another thing that I want to say, for some of you guys, I'm also seeing that they're gonna wear a specific jewelry piece that you will like, specifically a necklace, or that they are the type of person that wears like a lot of earrings, a lot of like jewelry, a lot of rings in general, or necklace, something like that, okay? Even if it's a guy, they might have like a really cool necklace or a really shiny necklace or something like that, or they wear like rings, a watch or something like that. And it's not about the value, it's just about the way that they are dressed. It's kind of like, I feel like they would be into accessories and it would look really, really good on them, okay? So they have like I feel like they have a sense of fashion or a sense of style, and you're really going to like the way that this person dresses. But specifically, again, you know, the interesting thing that I'm feeling here with you, pie number one, is I almost want to say that when this person like hugs you, it's like a scent that you cannot forget. Or for example, when they are at your apartment or at your place and they sleep at your place, then the pillow would smell like their body lotion, okay? Or you know, when they're walking into the room, they already have like a very nice scent. I don't feel like it's a very, very intense scent, but it's something that you're really going to enjoy, okay? So the way that they smell is top notch. Again, they could be very much into perfume collection, or they're just into self-care, okay? Another thing that I want to tell you guys is what you're going to find extremely sexy about your future spouse is, I want to say your future spouse is a person that really enjoys life, okay? You know how people are very, very hectic. They run from one place to another, like a very, very hectic person. I feel like your future spouse is somebody who's very, very calm. They also walk slowly. They don't walk like dun 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 through the world. They have like a slow walk, or just in general, when they talk, it's slowly. They're not hectic, okay? Everything that they do that with a calm energy, with a calm manner, with a lot of peace here, okay? And it's interesting because I feel like your future spouse will help you to slow down, or when you are with your future spouse, you really, really enjoy life, okay? There's something about your future spouse will show you pleasure. Interesting because in the pick a card where you could choose like an image, I actually had this card here, right, that talks about pleasure. Now, I feel like what you're going to find extremely sexy about your future spouse is that they are very good at enjoying life, okay? What I mean by that is they would bring you to like really, really cool restaurants, really, really cool bars, okay? I feel like they are very, I feel like they will bring you to a lot of places that are quite beautiful, okay? So this is the type of person that puts a lot of effort into finding a nice place where you could have a date, or they're gonna bring you to a restaurant that you're gonna find amazing, okay? There's something about your future spouse being somebody that really, really enjoys life. And the interesting thing is they're going to bring you to the places that they enjoy the most, and it brings a lot of pleasure to you, okay? So your future spouse is not the type of person to only work or to only stay at home. They really like to enjoy life, okay? Again, they could also be a little bit into luxurious things, such as, you know, they're gonna show you the best wine or the best restaurant. It doesn't have to be a very, very expensive restaurant, okay? For some of you guys, I'm seeing that since we have the King of Pentacles here, okay? They are into luxurious things, okay? But it doesn't mean, I'm not at all seeing that this person is materialistic at all. They just like high quality things. Like if they go on a date with you, they want to bring you to a restaurant that is nice, that has like a cozy vibe, okay? That's not going to be like a small bistro. And even if it is a small bistro or like a small, you know, like a small restaurant, it will be like the best little dish that you've tasted. There's something about them. They would take you. It's gonna sound interesting. They would take you and show you how to enjoy life, okay? So there's something very, very, again, this is somebody who lives slowly, who does things slowly. They might also be somebody who takes it very, very slowly when it comes to dating, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles, it would take a little bit of time until you have your first kiss, okay? They would not be the type of person to rush you, not at all. This is a very calm person, okay? So they would, I'm also feeling another energy here, depending on if you are a woman or a man, or looking for a woman or a man. This person's going to give you a lot of time, okay? They're going to give you a lot of time to open up, a lot of time to say when you have like time. They're not gonna call you every day and like ask you for a date. They're not like, how can I say that? They will pursue you, but in a very, very calm, peaceful manner, where you feel you will feel very, very comfortable with opening up with them. But again, I feel like they take it slowly when it comes to dating, okay? So it's probably going to take a little bit of time until you guys are intimate. It's going to take a little bit of time until you guys hold hands for the first time or kiss each other for the first time, okay? They're really going to give you your space to open up, or for you to make the first move, or for you to give them a green light, okay? This is not somebody who's gonna pursue you, wanting to kiss you on the first date, or wanting to, you know, like see you every day throughout the week, and then they're gonna get mad. You know how sometimes, you know, you guys know when you guys are dating, some men or some women are extremely fast, okay? They want to get into your pants very, very fast. I feel like this, your future spouse has a way, it's interesting, they have a way of, they will feel sexually attracted to you like there's no tomorrow, okay? Interestingly enough, look at that. You know, with the kiss here. I feel like you're also going to be very, very drawn to their lips. Doesn't matter if your future spouse will be male or female. There's something about this person's lips, okay? Interesting. We also talked about the first kiss, right? Interesting. Okay. So I feel like your first kiss is going to be really, really good. Anyway, so what I wanted to say is this person is not somebody who's going to rush you. Now, the interesting thing is, you know how, you know, when somebody really, really gives you the energy of like they want to, like, you know, take your clothes off and they want to, you know, take you home and be intimate with you immediately. The interesting thing is with you guys, with your future spouse, you're going to feel extremely attracted to them because they don't do that. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like they're going to sit there, they're going to smell good, okay? They're going to have juicy lips, but they're not going to pursue you immediately. They're really, it's interesting. I don't know. I feel like this person has like a very, very polite way of dating. I don't know if they have always been like that, but for some reason, this person really wants to take things slow, okay? So it's going to be a tease your first kiss is gonna be a tease. You probably will have a lot of dates before you have your first kiss or before you sleep at their place for the first time, okay? This is somebody who takes things slowly. Even with the way that they touch you, it's gonna be just a little bit, okay? So they're not gonna grab your ass on the first date or something like that. They will probably just touch your hips, you know? It's just a little hint of seductive energy, but it's not full force, okay? I feel like this person is really going to make you feel like they want to, first of all, get to know you before they get intimate with you, okay? They have like a very, very interesting vibe to them where they like the tease, okay? They like the tease. They like to kind of like stretch things out, okay? They for example, if you say you don't want to kiss on the first date, or you don't want to, you know, go to their place for the first date, they're going to appreciate that. They might even like, you might even for example, if you really feel like the sexual energy, you might even see that they will say like, hey, you know, let's meet tomorrow, you know, or you can sleep at my place another time. But they don't do that because they are not attracted to you. They're just, I want to take my time with this. I don't want to fuck this up. I really want to get to know pie number one. And they really just like the tease. They like to wait, okay? They like the tease. They like to, you know, look at your lips 3-4 weeks before they even kiss them, okay? They really, really like that. And I feel like that's their seductive quality. They are somebody, you know, they're gonna sit there, they're gonna smell good, they're gonna look good, okay? They're gonna, you know, like touch you here and there. But again, it's not full force. It's very, very polite the way that they do that, okay? Another thing that I want to tell you guys is, I feel like what you will find sexy about your future spouse is that they have a good connection to their mother, okay? This is specifically for those who look for a male future spouse. I'm feeling an energy here, and I'm going to go to if you're looking for a female future spouse, okay? But first of all, your male future spouse, pie number one, they have a very, 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 very good connection to their mother, okay? Your future spouse has an extremely, extremely good connection to their mother, or they have like, how can I say that? They have a lot of respect for women, okay? I'm feeling an energy where your future spouse is somebody who feels like women are very strong, you know, like my mom was very strong. She raised 3 children. They acknowledge how strong a mother is. They acknowledge how strong a grandmother is. They acknowledge how strong women are, okay? This is not the type of man that feels like they are above a woman. They actually see that, or they actually feel like a woman is really, really precious, okay? They have a lot of respect for their mother. They just in general have a lot of respect for women in general, okay? I'm also feeling an energy where your future spouse could have been raised with a lot of sisters, okay? Again, I'm gonna talk about male first, and then we're gonna go into the female version, okay? So I feel an energy where your future spouse probably has been raised by maybe like only, like they were raised only by their mother, for example, or they have been raised with a lot of like female family members, okay, which also means they understand women, okay? Your future spouse understands women because they grew up with a lot of women around them, or a lot of sisters around them, or they are somebody who had like a lot of female friends in their childhood, for example. Or again, it could be that their mother is a single mother, okay? And I feel like because of that, that's gonna make you feel very, very sexually attracted to your future spouse, because your future spouse understands women, okay? For example, they would know what perfume would like maybe smell good. Like they would, for example, say, hey, I think this perfume would, you know, like you would really, really like it, for example. Or even if they give you a gift, it's perfect. This gift would be like exactly what a woman likes, okay? For example, they understand that women like sentimental things, for example. They just really understand what women like, okay? Again, because they probably grew up with a lot of women around them, or they are just have a very, very strong, deep connection to their mother, and they have a lot of respect for women. They see women as strong. They see women as, look at her, she birthed 3 children, you know, look, my mom was so strong. Like they would also probably talk very, very positively about their mother, or they would talk very, very positively about women in general. They have like a strong, how can I say it, a strong appreciation for women, and you're gonna feel it, okay? They do treat women as precious, okay? Now, if your future spouse is a female, I'm seeing here that your future spouse has like a very, very nurturing energy. It's almost like your future spouse, if it's a female, she has like a motherly instinct, which means she would probably say what you're currently thinking. For example, you have like a little bit of worry in your mind. She would say exactly like, or she would realize like, hey, what's going on? You look a little bit down and you didn't tell her that work didn't go well. Okay, this is somebody who's extremely nurturing. If you go to her house, she probably already prepared a tea for you. She already probably prepared like a little like a little plate with food. Okay, it's almost like the energy that she has. If she's female, she has like a very, very motherly energy, very, very intuitive, probably reads your mind, probably knows exactly what you're currently thinking. Okay, and again, if you go to her place, she already cooked for you, for example. Okay, she already cooked for you. She might be a really, really good cook. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing that here. But on the other hand, I'm also seeing here, again, it's something about the way that she walks, okay, in case she is female. She walks very slowly. She's not hectic, okay? She does things very, very slowly, and she really cares about the people around her, which means, again, she would probably, buy your favorite chocolate before you come to her. You told her that's my favorite chocolate, or she remembers that's something that you like, and the next time you go to her apartment, she will have it for you, okay? So it's like a very, very nurturing energy, but the seductive quality with this lady, the seductive quality with this lady is going to be, this is not, how can I say that? Because sometimes there is like a little bit of a toxic female energy, or like like I'm a bad bitch. I mean, you can feel like that, but that doesn't mean that you have to bring other women down, okay? So I'm feeling here, in case your future spouse is a woman, she is somebody who is extremely beautiful. Okay, she's beautiful. She knows what looks good on her. She probably has like a robe on. When you come to her, she smells good. Her apartment smells good. There's candles. Okay, she really knows how to relax her own mind, and she also brings a lot of relaxation to you. But it's not the type of like bitch fight. She's not into bitch fight. She's really into, like women should rise together, or seeing the beauty in other women. She might even say like, hey, look at that woman, she's beautiful, but it's like a very, very innocent energy. So it's not the type of person. She is a bad bitch, don't get me wrong, okay? She looks really, really good, but it comes from a place of like her beauty comes from, she doesn't really want to look sexy. It's just like, oh, I like that color, so I'm gonna wear it. But it's not about like showing off, or it's not about being the baddest bitch or something like that, okay? Now, I'm also feeling here what you're gonna find extremely sexy about your future spouse, okay, is that your future spouse, again, they might be very, very family oriented. There's something about them being very family oriented, or taking care of their family. That's another thing that I'm seeing. They are a provider for their mother, their father, their siblings. They financially support their family, okay? This is somebody who is all about making their family, helping their family, okay? I feel like they have like a very strong, they might be the breadwinner in the family, or they might be somebody who really supports their family, okay? Somebody who supports their family, or somebody who has like a really, really good connection to their father, to their mother. I almost want to say, how can I even say that? I feel like they are like, your future spouse is like, every time they get to know parents, okay? Parents usually like your future spouse, okay? So I think something that you're gonna find extremely sexy about your future spouse is the way that they talk to your family members, the way that they talk to your mother, your father. They might even bring a gift or something like that, okay? I'm also seeing here what you're gonna find extremely sexy about your future spouse is it could be their apartment for some of you guys, okay? You might feel like that their apartment looks quite good, or you're very, very attracted to the way that their apartment looks like. Now, another thing that I'm also seeing here, another thing that I want to tell you guys is your future spouse is extremely ambitious, okay? The interesting thing is, you know how sometimes when you date people, or when you go on Tinder, personally speaking, I sometimes find it a little bit like boring because a lot of people don't have a vision for their future, right? They don't really like make the best. You see, that's what we're talking about. They make the best out of life, okay? Your future spouse is somebody who believes in carpe diem. You only live once, so let's make the best out of it, okay? I feel like you will like, what you will find extremely sexy about your future spouse is the vision that they have for their future, okay? So that means that is somebody who dreams big, who has a lot of imagination. The sky's the limit. They're not the type of person to say, that's not possible. They are the type of person to say, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it possible, okay? This is somebody who dreams big, who has a lot of visions, who has a lot of ambition to make things happen. And I want to say they will be working on a big project when you meet them, okay? Your future spouse will work on something big here, okay? They might even, for some of you guys, it's quite literally that they are buying a house. This could be buying a house in their how do you say that, in their home country, for example, or this could be somebody who's aiming to build a house or buy a house in the future, and they're gonna make everything happen to be able to afford to buy a house or to build a house, okay? You're gonna really love their ambition. There's somebody, again, who works extremely hard for something that they are currently, like, they're building something big, okay? Because with the house, I feel like they could be building a company, they could be building a new concept when it comes to business, okay? They could be building so many things, but they're definitely building something. When you meet them, there's somebody, they have a vision and they want to make it happen. And there are somebody, you will see the progress of whatever project they are working on, okay? This could even be like, I'm also hearing for some of you guys, this might be a bodybuilder, okay? Or somebody, again, the whole building thing can be quite literally anything, right? They could be wanting to build a restaurant. They could be building, I don't know, their future, okay? There's something about the vision that they have for their future, and you will actually witness how they make things happen, how they are currently, or how they will make progress. They will make progress in front of you. They will tell you about what they're currently building, and you will see like, wow, you know, like it's been 3 months and it's growing and stuff like that, or you're really making a lot of progress, okay? This is somebody who's extremely ambitious and who doesn't give a shit what other people say. They will make it happen. Okay, they will build whatever the heck they want to build. I feel like a little bit of like a stubborn energy here, but in the most beautiful way possible. Like, it's a good kind of stubborn in this case, okay? Another thing that I want to tell you guys is your future spouse. I'm gonna show you the card first, and then you're gonna tell me what you see there, okay? Your future spouse is somebody wealthy, okay? This is somebody who really has their finances together, who's really good at making money, who's really good at earning money, or creating multiple sources of income. The interesting thing is, I feel like it's not about what they have or how much money they will have or whatever. I want to say this is somebody who will really, really freaking inspire you to live your life to the fullest, even financially. Like, hey, come on, let's make it happen. Let's create a second source of income, third source of income. Let's make it happen, you know? Because at the end of the day, you do want to live with your future spouse in a beautiful house, or build a house together, or have like a beautiful family, right? Look at that. They are working on the future, okay? So your future spouse is already thinking about their future children, already thinking about their future spouse, and they are already working on making sure that they can at some point afford a house or afford you know, a home here, okay? But the ambition that this person has does not come from, I want to have all the money in the world, okay? It's not about that. They're not materialistic. This is a person who really just feels like, if you want to enjoy life to the fullest and support your mother, support your father, support your siblings, or make sure that your wife is okay, your children are okay, you do have to make some things happen when it comes to financial matters, okay? So what I'm feeling here, what you're gonna find extremely attractive about this person is how they made things happen in their life. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is one level before the King of Pentacles. This person has been working their fucking ass off to create the wealth that they have. This is not somebody who grew up wealthy or who grew up with a lot of money. I feel like it's quite the opposite, or this is somebody who grew up in a normal family, okay? And they made something big happen, or you will be witnessing how they make something big happen, how they will strike gold, quite literally, okay? Something about their business, something about them creating something, or them making a very, very smart move. This is somebody who works for years to build a business. This is somebody who works for years to make something happen. They're very, very patient, okay? So I want to say what you will find extremely attractive about your future spouse is their journey to success. When they tell you about their journey to success, you will see them as somebody who's very, very ambitious, who's very, very humble, okay? Because look at that energy. They have success, okay? But look at how this person is kneeling down. Successful, but quite humble. Successful, possibly wealthy, okay? Their bank account looks good, but very, very humble, very, very giving. Very, very supportive financially, okay? This is a person who, I'm hearing the quote, somebody who is nice to you but unfriendly to the waiter is not a nice person. Now, your future spouse is the type of person to be nice to the waiter, to tip the waiter properly, because they see, it's almost like your future spouse is somebody who's hardworking, and they also really, really are very, very polite when it comes to like when you go to a restaurant, when you go to a bar, they do tip well, okay? But it's just because they have it, and at the same time they also know how it is to work hard and not have much. Does that make sense? Okay, your future spouse went through a lot of bullshit in order for them to get to the King of Pentacles, in order for them to be able to just enjoy life with the finances and the money that they have, okay? So let's see, what else are you gonna find sexy about them? I'm gonna take the Sexual Magic Oracle card. Let's see if it's gonna get a little bit spicier. Okay guys, so how are we going to do this? I think I want to look at maybe like physical things, okay? If there's anything physically what you're going to find attractive and sexy about them, and then I'm going to look at what you will find attractive about them when they talk to you or when you interact with them, okay? When you guys exchange energy and look at each other, talk to each other, the way that they treat you, I'm going to look at that as well, okay? So, let's see. How are we going to do this? Alright, what are you gonna find attractive about your future spouse physically? Is there anything physically? Okay. Ooh, okay. It's definitely their chest, okay? You will find them sexy when they take their shirt off, okay? I feel like, you know, the interesting thing is, what I feel with your future spouse is, if they have a nice body, they're not the type of person to flex their nice body, but when they take their shirt off, oh my god. Okay, when they take their shirt off, geez Louise. I'm also seeing here, ooh, yeah, the way that they, okay, I'm seeing here the way that they sit, okay? They have like a very casual, very cool vibe of sitting like that, you know? But again, it's not in a cocky way. This is just like their personality. So the way that they, you know, sit is going to be quite, you know, seductive to you. For example, if you're looking for a female, the way that they sit, okay, it's going to be their posture when they sit is like, I don't know, there's something about it, okay? There's something about the way that they sit, okay? They have like, how can I even say that, like their posture or the way that they move. I'm also seeing here, you might be attracted to their hair. They might have long hair, or just their hair in general. For some of you guys, if you like men with long hair, you're gonna get a man with long hair, okay? For others of you, I'm also seeing the beard, the hair. If you're looking for a lady, she will have hair. She will have hair. She will have hair that is kind of a little bit longer, it could be, okay? She might have wavy or curly hair, okay? Or just beach waves, you say it like that? Yeah, I think beach waves. You might also be very, very drawn to their hands, okay? They might have like very... If you are into hands, you will like this person's hands. I'm also seeing here Let me see, guys. Yeah, there's something about the way that they walk and the way that they sit. This is their body language. There's something about the body language you're gonna find extremely sexy about them. Okay. Anything else? No, I'm not gonna use that one. Give me 1 second. Anything else pile number 1 would find sexy about them physically? Let's see. It's definitely their hands here. They might have strong arms, okay? I'm seeing here strong arms. And if it's a lady, she just has like beautiful hands, okay? Or very, very soft skin, soft hands, something like that. Okay, what will pile number 1 find sexy about their future spouse physically? Hold on. What would they find sexy about their future spouse physically? Another thing that I'm also seeing here is your future spouse is eye candy to a lot of people, but they sleep on it. They're not always aware of how sexy they are. They're not seeing that a lot of people want them, or they're not really not interested in that. So this is not somebody who has like a lot of ego because a lot of people look at them. For example, again, we talked about it, right? For example, if your future spouse is a lady, she's not the type to walk around like, I'm the baddest bitch, every man wants me and stuff like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with thinking like that, but it can go in a toxic direction if it's a little bit too much, right? It's kind of like the beautiful balance between being humble but also knowing that you're a bad bitch or that you look good, you know. But I want to say your future spouse, doesn't matter if male or female, they're not always aware of how many people want them, how many people look at them, okay? They're not always aware of how sexy they actually are, if that makes sense, okay? Because I feel like your future spouse is more into career, okay? They're very career driven. They do work a lot. They work a lot because they want to enjoy life, basically. So I feel like that's the reason why they're not really into... They don't really see all the time how sexy they or how attractive they actually are because they don't really pay attention to it, okay? What will you find sexy about them physically? Okay. Yeah, one thing again, if you look at this card here, you see the turtle, right? Your future spouse takes things slowly. Slowly, okay? And you know what I mean by that. Even if they kiss you, it's a slow kiss. It's not like... you know, like... I'm just imagining like a dog when they play and they have like a toy and they're like... They're not like a fast kisser. They're like a slow kisser. Honey. The way they touch you is very, very slowly, okay? They're touching you in the right places, and we talked about it, right? I said in the beginning that your future spouse is somebody who's very polite and they have a lot of respect for women. They don't just grab your butt, they don't just grab your boobs and stuff like that. They don't do that. They would feel they would feel disgusted and like a douchebag when they would do that. They don't see themselves like that. They see themselves as somebody who's polite and who respects women. And they also want, the interesting thing is your future spouse is somebody who I feel a little bit of like a classy energy, and they want a classy woman or they want a classy man, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to be all dressed up, very, very classy and very, very formal. No, it's more so about the way you approach life, a little bit more polite, saying thank you, not being unfriendly to people. That type of energy is what I'm talking about. So there's somebody who has class and is looking for someone who has class, and they're gonna treat you very, very classy, okay? So again, they're not gonna grab your butt without your permission. Now, with your permission, I don't know. But if you look at this card, okay, look at how he's not touching her butt, not even touching her boobs, he's touching her back. Do you see that? I think you're going to be a little bit confused in the beginning because the way that they approach you is a little bit different. They're not like, they're going to show you that they are attracted to you, but it's like a tease, okay? Look at how he's holding her back instead of his hands being on her crotch or on her boobs even. Okay, and the way that they kiss, I'm telling you, your guys' first kiss is gonna be, I can already feel it. It's gonna be amazing, okay? It's gonna be the best first kiss you've ever had, because they are a slow kisser, okay? They take their time kissing you. They probably also like to kiss a lot, or they would be the type of person, they enjoy kissing like for 1 or 2 hours. Doesn't have to be 1 or 2 hours, but they do enjoy kissing a lot, okay? Let's see, what are you gonna find sexy about them? Let's get 1 or 2 more cards. I might extend this reading, meaning I might do a part 2 if you guys want to see it, okay? So there might be an extended for this reading. Let's see, what are you gonna find sexy about them? Yeah, I keep seeing strong arms here, okay? And again, look at where his hand is placed. Not too low, not too high, just in the right place for you to feel it in your pants between your crotch, but not enough for it to be like nasty, okay? I'm also feeling here, they are the type of person to slowly take up, they do things slowly, I want to say. They do things slowly. And it's almost like you have to give this person a green light for them to rip your clothes off. Okay, very, very classy, very, very polite here. Yeah, look at that. 𝐸𝑚𝒂𝑙𝑑, yeah, exactly. Okay, so I want to say what you're going to find extremely sexy about your future spouse, the way that they, you know, interact with you. Let's get 1 more card. What are you going to find sexy about the way that they interact? Let's see, what up? Yeah, look at that. I told you. I felt it already. Look at this card, the way that this person interacts. They do not, how can I say that? Nice boobs and a nice ass and, you know, like a six-pack doesn't move your person. It doesn't move your person, okay? They're looking for somebody that, where they are looking for a match when it comes to mindset, okay? So I feel like what you're gonna find extremely sexy about your future spouse is their mindset and the way that they approach the topic sex, okay? They probably don't want to have sex on the first date. They don't. And it's not because they don't find you attractive, it's just because it could be that they are a little bit traditional, okay? It could even be that they changed their ways, okay? Because I'm feeling an energy here, they are looking for something real. They're looking for, you know, like they want your love story to be beautiful and classy and elegant, and they don't want you to see them as like a nasty guy who just wants to get into your pants, and they're going to show that to you. So I want to say in the beginning, this person could come off a little bit cold, but what I mean by that is not cold towards you, but a little bit like they're not gonna flirt with you like sexually, not really. They're not gonna flirt with you sexually. They're all about having conversations, okay? They're all about finding out what you think, how you see the world, okay? They're really not into immediately getting into your pants. I want to say I'm hearing the song Mind Sex, okay? I'm gonna link it down below in the description box, but I'm hearing the song Mind Sex. Oh guys, I talk like a waterfall, don't I? Because I'm just checking the time. I want to say they want to fall in love with your mind first before they take your clothes off. Again, a very, very interesting approach they have. I want to say that they first of all are going to be very, very friendly with you, almost to the point where it will feel like a friendship, or where you will feel like they are your buddy, or you guys are buddies, okay? They are the type of person, they probably, how can I say that? I want to say that they are, again, a little bit of a tease in the beginning. Do you know what I'm feeling here? I think what your future spouse is thinking as they meet you for the first time is they probably think, well, for example, if you are a she, well, she probably gets like a lot of thirsty DMs, a lot of thirsty men, you know, like wanting her, sending her like weird messages, or looking at her boobs immediately, or looking at her butt, or approaching her, like very nasty. And I don't want to be that type of man. I want her to see that I don't just see her as like, boobs and butt. I want her to see that I am able to hold a conversation without my eyes falling out because I look at her boobs. I'm able to hold a conversation without looking at her butt, without looking at her boobs, okay? I'm the type of man that is able to hold himself back, to not make nasty comments, okay? Although now nasty is not always a bad thing, but in the beginning they don't want to do that, okay? And I want her to see that, like she can be comfortable with me. I want to see if there's a friendship energy between us before I take her clothes off, okay? The same as with if you're looking for a female lady, okay? She's all about, talking first, okay? She's gonna ask you a lot of questions, who you are, what you're doing, and it's not all about like her riding you. She does want to ride you, but not not immediately, okay, guys? I just feel an energy where the chemistry is intense, but they will try to hold it back. But that will make you feel even more attracted to them. Like, look at him. He didn't even look at my butt. What's going on? He finds you attractive. But again, in the song Mind Sex, he says, hold on, I'm gonna check the lyrics because I actually want to share a specific sentence with you. Hold on, guys. Okay, so he says in the song, see, I ain't got to get into your blouse. It's your eye contact that be getting me aroused. So it's the eye contact that gets them aroused and not what you have on your chest, okay? When you show me your mind and it makes me want to show you mine, reflecting my light when it shines, just taking our time. We talked about it before the night's through. We could get physical too. I'm not trying to say that I don't wanna F, because I do, but for me, boo, making love is just as much mental. I like to know what I'm getting into. You see? So they want to get to know you first. They want to get to know your character, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what are your dreams for the future. They first of all want to get to know who you truly are before they want to see your naked body. Okay? That's gonna be what is really, really, really... Look at that. Look at the card. It's your eye contact that gets me aroused. Do you see that? It's gonna be hard for him, okay? Now, the interesting thing is I feel like it's really, really hard for your future spouse to hold back because they really, 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 really wanna, they wanna feel you. They wanna smell you. They wanna touch you. They wanna taste you. It's gonna be, at some point, it's gonna be extremely hard for them to hold back, but they would try their best, okay? Okay, beautiful pie number one. I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you like it. If you like future spouse readings, I'm gonna do quite a lot. I thought of like doing a whole, how do you even say that? Like different episodes where we're starting from the beginning, who's your future spouse, first impression and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe. And yeah, I hope you liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number two. So you chose this beautiful Palermo image. So let's find out, what are you gonna find sexy about your future spouse? What is gonna really seduce you about them, okay? So let's find out what that is about. Now, I already laid out your cards. We're gonna talk about it now. So, pie number two, your future spouse is quite an interesting person, I must say. I feel an energy where your future spouse went through some type of spiritual awakening. They definitely had a spiritual awakening, okay? What I mean by that is that I'm going to talk a little bit, differently, but that's probably also how your future spouse would talk. But the whole topic when it comes to matrix, how do you say that, toxic cooperations, or big business owners, or how do you even say that? It's almost like they're probably very, very much aware of like, Illuminati, or very much aware of conspiracy theories, or they are very much into, how do you say that? It's kind of like seeing behind the veil, okay? It actually reminds me of a video. I don't know if you guys know that one. I don't know. I think it's a movie, but I've never watched. Actually, I want to watch that movie if I think about it now, because it's a movie where you put glasses on, and those glasses make you see what is behind the veil. So there's a guy in this movie that is walking around with glasses, and he sees like obey, obey, obey. But when he takes it off, it's just a normal company, but when he puts on the glasses, he can see like more, okay? So it's almost like your future spouse is somebody who's very aware of toxic energies, very aware of what is going on in the world, that there is a lot of like hidden information, hidden knowledge, could even be like hidden agendas, hidden agencies, everything hidden. They're like very aware of that the world is not as it seems, kind of like in Matrix, right, where you take the blue or the red pill, and that pill would make you see what the heck is actually going on in the world. This is your future spouse, okay? They are somebody that walks through life with a different lens, okay? They walk around through life with glasses that make them see a lot more than what meets the eye, okay? This is somebody who's extremely intuitive. They probably, when you meet your future spouse, they will be able to read you like a book, okay, and fall in love with that book. But there's somebody who's they are able to, how can I say that, they're able to spot the lie, or they're able to see that there's a lot of like corruption going on in the world, okay? I feel like what you're gonna find extremely sexy about your future spouse is that they have like a very, very different opinion about Earth, or about what the heck is going on planet Earth, okay? I almost want to say every time you talk to your future spouse, they kind of shock you with the knowledge that they have, okay? You will feel like, wow, I didn't know he's that intuitive, or I didn't know that he's so spiritual, or I didn't know that he's so into that topic, okay? This is somebody who believes like in good energy, bad energy, who believes in that there's more than what meets the eye, okay? This is somebody who's extremely interesting as a person, okay? They're really going to shake you to the core with what they say, okay? I want to say that your future spouse is somebody who, he's a rebel, or he or she is a rebel, okay? This is not somebody who does what society tells them to, not at all. Your future spouse is a rebel with cause, not without a cause, with cause, okay? I want to say that your future spouse is somebody who is not into social media, okay? So if you think like, oh, there's a lot of temptation on the internet and stuff like that, if you've ever thought about it, like if you have like your future spouse, and then they go on Instagram and see somebody else, nope, that's not your future spouse, okay? Because your future spouse does not give a damn about social media. They avoid all that stuff, okay? So even if they have like an Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, they don't use it. They rarely post, they don't use it. They're not into social media like that, okay? This is the type of person, I want to say what I like about your future spouse, okay? Which is probably also what you're gonna like about them. They don't waste their time, okay? Your future spouse doesn't waste their time on Netflix, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. They're not flexing, even if because they do have a reason to flex, okay? We're gonna get into that, okay? They're not the type of person to post stuff to like show what they have. They're not gonna show their watch. They're not gonna show, what they have, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Do what you want to do, okay? You can flex, you can do everything that you want to do. I'm just saying that this person here doesn't like that, or they don't find a meaning in that, okay? They don't find a meaning in social media. They just don't like it, okay? They don't like to flex. They don't like to, I want to say they don't like to spend too much time on social media because they want to get shit done, okay? Your future spouse is somebody who's extremely ambitious. The interesting thing is your future spouse, I think what you're going to find extremely sexy about them is whenever you call them and ask them what they do, they're probably manifesting their dreams. They're probably reading a book. They're probably at the gym, okay? Every time you call them, they do something completely different to what they've done 2 hours ago, okay? So very versatile. There's somebody, they really use their 24 hours to make the most out of it, okay? So this is not somebody who's like telling you, I'm at home watching Netflix, that's not the answer that you're going to get from your future spouse that often. They're always somewhere. I'm at a meeting, I'm at the cafe working on something, I'm reading a book right now, I'm at the gym, I'm out with my bike, I'm getting groceries, I'm cooking, okay? You don't hear them, oh, I'm just on Instagram scrolling. They use their time doing a lot of things. They feel like the real life is out there and not on the internet, okay? This is somebody who, now the interesting thing that I want to tell you guys about your future spouse is because they are not so sucked into social media, because they're not so sucked into Netflix, Snapchat, whatever, is the reason why they get so much done, okay? I'm actually feeling Virgo energy here. You know what? I actually want to use this cube here. I forgot it in pie number 1, but I already talked like a waterfall there. So that was not necessary, but let's see. What kind of energy does your future spouse have that you really, really like? Because I feel like Virgo energy, to be completely honest. So let's see. Spirit, what is, the zodiac sign energy that pie number 2's future spouse has that pie number 2 finds seductive? So seductive. Aries. I knew it. Guys, look at that. So we have Aries here. Now, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people have like a bad view, or I know that Aries has like a bad reputation, but I see it from a different perspective. So I actually really, really admire Aries energy, to be completely honest, because I am somebody, this reading is not about me, but I just want to explain what the energy of your future spouse is. It's Aries energy, and I know that a lot of people say like, oh, Aries are all into themselves and stuff like that, and they might be, but if there is so much into themselves and not so much into other people's business, your future spouse minds their own business, okay? This is what Aries people do. They mind their own business. They don't look at other people's business. For what? So you could say, well, they're so centered, they're so self-centered, which in some cases they actually are. Not every Aries is balanced and harmonious. So in some cases that can be the case. But on the other hand, this is also somebody who doesn't mind other people's business, minds their own business, gets shit done, and get successful. Does that make sense? Okay, so your future spouse is somebody, again, they are very dynamic. They are somebody, they like to do a lot of activities. They're always doing something interesting. I also want to say that your future spouse will bring a lot of like excitement into your life, okay? So you're gonna feel like, wow. For example, they're also the type of person to go to 3 different locations in one day. Okay, so you guys are gonna go eat at one restaurant, go to another restaurant just for dessert, and then you guys are gonna go dancing, for example. Okay, this is somebody who likes to do a lot of activities. We only live once, we only have 24 hours. Let's make the best out of it. That's the energy that your future spouse has here. Okay, so I think what you're gonna find extremely attractive about this person is how ambitious they are, how much they do throughout the day. Okay, they are very versatile. They're a very, very interesting person. Okay, so whenever you talk to them, they have something new to say. It never gets boring with your future spouse. That's what I want to say. Another thing that I want to say here, and we also have the Strength card here. They're very fiery. Your future spouse is very, very fiery, but I want to say your future spouse is a balanced Aries, okay? Meaning they know when to focus on themselves, but they also know when to bring all the passion and all the fire that they have inside of their body and give it to somebody else, which is you, okay? Speaking in tongues here. Now with the Strength card, I feel an energy here. Yeah, it's interesting. Your future spouse knows when to do a lot of things, but they also know when to take a break. So there is somebody who's very, very balanced. This person is somebody who's very balanced. It could even be that they have like a very nice work-life balance, I'm feeling here for some of you guys. But what I actually want to say is that you will really, 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 really find seductive about your future spouse that they are a rebel. They are definitely a rebel. There's a lot of things that they do not agree with when it comes to society. They're not the type of person to shy away. They will say what they think about society or what is going on in the world. They're very opinionated, but I more so want to say this is not the type of person to complain about what is going on in the world, okay? They do know, you know, like what is going on, like those toxic corporations and stuff like that, right? But this is not the type of person to complain. Again, they make shit happen. When something rubs them the wrong way or when they want to achieve something, they're gonna make it happen. You can guarantee, or the success of your future spouse is guaranteed just because of the fire that they have inside of them, and they have no time to waste, okay? Very ambitious person. This is also somebody who, I want to say for some of you guys, this person has never been in a relationship before, or this person has been like very selective. So before they come into union with you, they did not have a lot of relationships, okay? With the Four of Cups, there's something about interestingly enough, right? If your future spouse is so spiritual, so awake, or like woke, I don't like this word, but if your future spouse is has so much knowledge about the universe and about the world, then dating becomes a little bit hard, because they're looking for somebody like you. And you are hard to find in the crowd, right? They are a rebel. They are a little weird, okay? They express who they truly are, but that also makes them the black sheep in a crowd. And they would find another black sheep, which is you, okay? So there's something about them not, how can I say that they're, again, I feel like what you will find sexy about them is that they, again, maybe didn't have a lot of relationships, or that they are somebody who, how can I even say that? It feels like they are somebody, I feel like what they will express to you that what they have been looking for is you. Does that make sense? So you will feel special. Yeah, that's the thing. I think what you will find sexy about your future spouse is they will make you feel very, very special, because they usually don't date, or they usually don't have any relationships, or they're not into relationships, okay? Because they feel like they would have to find another black sheep, and that's not easy to come by, okay? Another thing that I want to tell you guys is you might find very sexy about your future spouse that they create music, okay? So I'm seeing here, this is somebody who's like a creative. They could be an artist. They're definitely doing something in their free time. Again, it could be that their biggest hobby is like riding a bicycle, okay, which gives them like very nice legs, something like that. They could be into music, okay? They could be creating music, creating art, creating poetry. They're definitely creating something on their own. For some of you guys, this person is self-employed, okay? This is a freelancer, self-employed, or somebody who does make money with something artistic that they do, or they are really, really good at manifesting wealth and abundance into their life, okay? But overall, this is somebody who does a lot of things, okay? They do a lot of things. I'm also feeling here something that I'm seeing here is you're gonna find sexy about them, like their music taste. I don't know why. It could be the music that they play is really what you like, okay? But overall, your future spouse is somebody who, they're self-made. That's what I want to say. They're self-made, or they definitely do something that brings money to them. I feel like outside of their job, or they're actually self-employed, okay? All right, guys, now I want to see if there's anything that you will find sexy about them physically, okay? And then we're gonna look into, now we're not done yet. We're gonna use the Sex Magic Oracle cards, not Oracle, Tarot cards, and I'm gonna see what you will find sexy about them when they interact with you, when you guys talk, when you guys, you know, meet each other, how they treat you, what you will find sexy about it, okay? So let's see, what will pile number 2 find sexy physically about their future spouse? What up? Okay. So this is gonna be specific for somebody, but if you like men with a bald head, your future spouse is definitely gonna have like a bald head. I'm also seeing here a lot of you guys, you will find attractive about your future spouse. They might wear glasses, okay? You might find the glasses that they wear, this could also be sunglasses or glasses in general, if you find that attractive, or you might find it very, very attractive about them because it makes them look intelligent, something like that, I don't know. I'm also seeing here what you will find sexy about them is their beard, okay? They have like a very full beard. You're gonna like that in case you do like that, okay? So just take what resonates. If you feel like, ooh, I like a beard, then this is for you, okay? I'm also seeing here that they will wear, I feel like they will, it could be that your future spouse has a uniform at work. For example, they are like a police officer and you will like their uniform, or you will find them extremely sexy when they wear their business clothing, or when they wear, how do you say that, when they wear their uniform, okay? Something like that. What would pile number 2 find sexy physically about their future spouse? 2 of Wands. Okay, one last card. What will you find sexy about them? Oh, now I'm seeing what's going on here. Okay, so I'm seeing here that your future spouse looks very, very sexy in very, very casual things. You know, the people that wear a jeans and a t-shirt, a white t-shirt and a jeans, and they look sexy? That's your future spouse, okay? The way that they dress is casual, but at the same time, for whatever reason, it looks freaking sexy on them. So they were very, very, how do you say that? Very, very, I wouldn't say minimalistic, but they're not much into like accessories or something like that. They're more so somebody who wears casual things, but again, for whatever reason, they look really, really sexy when they do that, okay? They're the type of person to put on a t-shirt, jeans and stuff like that, okay? I don't see that they're accessorizing, and I'm really seeing that they will have glasses, or they could have like contact lenses, I think you call them, or they do wear glasses here, or this could be something that they do wear as sunglasses, for example, okay? Let's get one more. How do they dress? Or what will you like about them physically? Ooh, guys, for my bros out there, if you like your woman curvy, okay, in case you are into women, she is gonna be curvy, okay? She is gonna be curvy. What will you find sexy about them physically? Let's see. There's something about formal dressing, okay? So I'm seeing here, yeah, look at that. But do you see that? It's like, how do you say that? Simple chic is something that I'm seeing here. Your future spouse, if it's a lady, she's a natural beauty. She doesn't like to wear much makeup. Nothing wrong with makeup, I'm just saying, okay? She's like a natural beauty, okay? Or she likes to wear things natural. This could also be natural colors that she likes to wear, okay? That complement like her skin tone. Maybe she likes earthy or nude tones, okay? For others of you, I'm also seeing here your future spouse likes to wear blazers, okay? So there's something about formal, there's something about, I want to say they might be like elegant, chic, simple, I would say, is the way that they dress, okay? But at the same time, it's also something about their uniform. For some of you guys, they literally have a uniform, something that they have to wear for work, and you will find it sexy on them, okay? Like a fireman or something like that. Now, for others of you, again, I'm seeing here, they might be wearing blazers, or they like to wear, again, like a nice blazer, a white t-shirt, trousers, and that's it, okay? And they look fabulous doing so. For guys, I'm seeing here your woman probably has like a shorter hair or shorter cut, okay? She wears short hair, I'm seeing here. Or just in general, doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, it's short. They have hair that is on the shorter side. But there's also something about them being very, very fast. I don't know what that is about. There's something about them being very, very fast. Does that mean that they run fast, or what is that about? Let's see. What is this fast energy about that I'm seeing here? What is this fast energy about that I'm seeing here? Okay, now I'm getting it. They're very fast at manifesting their dreams, okay? They're very, very fast at manifesting their dreams, making things happen. They tell you about a plan, and 2 weeks later, they've already done it, okay? This is not somebody who talks a lot, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They tell you once what they're gonna do. The next 2 weeks, you see that they've already done it. They're like a fast actor, meaning they act very fast on what they believe in, okay? They walk the talk, basically. They don't just have a big mouth and there's nothing behind it. They have a big mouth and they actually walk the talk, okay? But again, at the same time, they're not the type of person to flex, so they have like a very beautiful balanced energy. Now, I want to look at what you're going to find very, very sexy about them with the way that they talk to you or interact with you guys, okay? I'm just checking the time here. So, one more physical thing and then we're going to go to the next topic. Anything else physically that pile number 2 will find sexy about their future spouse? What's going on here? Let's see. There's short hair again, and it's like a white t-shirt. I keep seeing like a white t-shirt or a white shirt, okay? This could also be like a shirt that you can button up or something like that. They're definitely simple chic, I'm seeing here. Doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, okay? Something that you're gonna find attractive about them. Let me see what that is about. I want to say what you're gonna find sexy about your future spouse is how simple they are, or they're the complete opposite of cocky. Do you say humble? Like they do know what they bring to the table, but they're not the type of person to flex. Oh, I actually wanted to get to the point. So your future spouse would have a reason to flex. They could post their vacation, they could post how much they make, they could post that they have a new watch, because they will be able to afford a lot of things where other people would say like, oh, you know, this person is living their high life. They're not the type of person to post it or flex it. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. Just this person here doesn't like it, or they just don't see any meaning in that. I think that's what you're gonna find extremely sexy about them. I want to say that they're like do you know what I'm actually feeling here? Because with Aries, people usually say that they're like so in love with their self, or so in love with their own self-image. That's usually like the bad reputation that Aries people have. But I think what you're gonna find sexy about them is that they, instead of looking at their own reflection, I don't know what the heck that means, they look at you, okay? So I want to say, I don't know why this comes up, but when you guys take a picture, they will not try to look good in the picture, but they will actually give you a kiss, or like, do you know what I mean? They will look at you when you guys take a picture. Don't ask me why this comes through, but it's like, I think what you're gonna find sexy about them is that they don't really stand in front of the mirror looking at themselves and like flexing and stuff like that. Again, nothing wrong with that, but they just don't do it, okay? They just look sexy effortlessly without checking the mirror too much, okay? Which is a contradiction actually with Aries energy here. That's interesting. Now, she could also, if it's a female, she could also have red hair or a very unique hair color, okay? But she could also be a redhead. I don't know if it's okay to say that, but she could have like red hair. Do you say strawberry as well? Strawberry hair? I don't know. I think in my language you say strawberry. Whatever. I'm also seeing here what you're gonna find attractive about them. If you're looking for a lady, she has big boobs, okay? Her chest is full. For those who, you know, like that. She has like a full chest, like her boobies look good. They're quite full here, okay? Not for all of you, but for some of you here. Okay, let's see. So what are you gonna find sexy about your future spouse with the way that they talk to you, speak to you? What's going on here? Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I feel like what you're gonna really find sexy about your future spouse is how vulnerable they are, okay? I know that it is not easy for people to open up about vulnerable topics, but your future spouse will be very, very vulnerable with you, okay? So I think you're gonna fall in love or find them the sexiest when they open up about secrets, or when they open up about their childhood, or when they just open up about what they have been through. It's interesting because this connection is not just about like living the high life and feeling good and going on vacation and stuff like that. This is also a connection that is deeply rooted in understanding the other person's scars and wounds and what they've been through. So I want to say what you're going to find extremely sexy about your future spouse is they have like a very, very serious face and are very, very serious about their business, but at the same time they also crack so many jokes, okay? This is somebody that will make you laugh, okay? You will laugh and you will like cough because you're laughing so much. That's what I'm feeling here. But at the same time they also have like a very, very serious nature, okay? Where they are very, very serious. Could even be, for example, they're very, very serious about their business, okay? Very, very serious about achieving things. Very, very serious when it comes to protecting their energy. I'm not gonna go on social media, or I'm only eating particular food because it's good for the body, okay? Which comes across like very, very serious, right? Very, very like disciplined and like, but it's not like you cannot have sorry guys, I just heard something. It's not like you cannot have fun with them. I think what you're gonna love about your future spouse is their serious face, and all of a sudden they crack a joke, okay? It could even be that you will like when they have like a more like a serious face or like a very focused face. I think you're gonna find it sexy. I'm also feeling for some of you guys they will have like a very nice jawline, okay? But again, you're also gonna find extremely sexy about them that you guys crack jokes, you have like the same humor, okay? With the Death card here, this is definitely an energy where your future spouse, give me 1 second, just want to see what that is about. Hey guys, so I just was reading the Death card here, okay, to find out what that is about. Now, in the guidebook it says temporary abstinence from sex reinforces your desires. So this is somebody, I told you, we talked about it. They maybe haven't been in a relationship for a while, or they're abstinent, okay? When you meet them, they haven't been sexually active for a long time. Now, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be fireworks, okay? Because they're gonna have like a lot of energy contained. Listen, Linda, when they take their clothes off and you guys come together, it's gonna be a firework because they haven't had sex for a while. Now, what you're gonna like about this person is, again, they will not approach you. Interesting. Pie number 1 was like that too, because I feel like maybe it's like a golden thread where your future spouse is about falling in love and not about having sex. But however, what I'm seeing here is, I feel like what you're gonna find sexy about, ooh, they might be a virgin, okay? For some of you guys, your future spouse might be a virgin, might be somebody who has never been in a relationship before, might be somebody who only had like 2 relationships, or has been single for a long time, or has been abstinent from sex, okay? They haven't had sex for a while, okay? So that's something that you're gonna like about them. I feel like what you're gonna like about your future spouse is that they don't immediately make nasty jokes or make nasty, how do you say that, they're not too flirtatious in the beginning to the point where it's like all about lust, okay? So I feel like what you're gonna like about your future spouse is that it is not about, you know, like sending you a dick pic, or it's not about you know, like sending you like ambiguous messages where they say I want to eat you and stuff like that. I feel like in the beginning it's more so funny things, or like that you guys are gonna laugh a lot, or it's a lot about cracking jokes, a lot about like laughing before it is about lusting after each other. Does that make sense? So you will love this person's humor, and you will love that they are not the type of person to kind of like go full force when it comes to like making nasty jokes and stuff like that. They're not like that, okay? Now, another thing that I want to tell you guys is with the Sun card, it talks about fascination, okay? So I feel this energy here that you are going to find really, really sexy about your future spouse, how fascinated they are by you. It almost feels like they really are interested in the topics that you talk about, or they're just really, really into you as a person, okay? So you will feel a fascination. You see, they will be fascinated by your personality and by your humor. They will feel like, oh my god, she is such a funny person, or he's such a funny person. That actually makes them fall in love with you. So it's your humor and that you make them laugh, okay? That is what makes them fall in love with you first, before they want to get under your dress, okay? Now let's see what the Ace of Pentacles is about. Okay, so this card says a complete and gratifying relationship unites mind, flesh, and spirit. Love is rooted in the intimacy that follows intercourse. Okay, so I feel like what you will like about your future spouse is that I feel like for some of you guys, you will have sex for the first time when you guys get married. Okay, so this is definitely the pile that waits until marriage. I'm seeing that here. That waits until you guys are engaged before you guys get intimate. There's something about, you know, a long period of not having sex between the two of you, or waiting a very, very long time until you guys are officially in a relationship or are officially engaged, okay, or married before you guys will have sex. And I feel like if you have this mindset that this is what you want, you will find sexy about your future spouse that this is also what they want, okay? Do you see? They don't just, oh my god, they don't just want a relationship, they want marriage, okay? So they're very serious. We talked about how serious they are, right? So your future spouse is very, very serious. They don't just want a casual relationship. They want to put a ring on your finger. They want an official relationship. They want to get married before you guys have sex with each other. Something like that, okay? So if you are into that, this is definitely, you definitely chose the right pile, because I'm seeing that here, okay? This is not somebody that makes you question whether or not you guys are in a relationship. I feel like what you're gonna find sexy about your future spouse is how open they are about your commitment, okay? So they will be very, very open with, I'm gonna marry pile number 2, or I see myself marrying you. They're gonna be very, very open and how do you say that, very, very open about the commitment to everybody, or very, very open with the fact that they want to marry you or wait until marriage before you guys have sex. There's something about them being very, very open about your commitment, also being very, very open and honest with you. I feel like what you're going to love about your future spouse is their honest communication. They're very, very serious. You will like how serious they are when they approach relationship here, okay? But again, at the same time, they're a very, very funny person, so don't get me wrong, okay? Let's get one more card here for you guys. Alright, what are you gonna find sexy about them? What up? Yeah, look at that. For me, this card always looks like very pure, very, very innocent. The way that they approach you, the way that they ask you for a date, the way that they ask you for your number, the way that they greet you even, okay, the way that they introduce you to other people is very, very loving. A lot of compliments, very, very pure. So what you're gonna like about your future spouse is how honest and open they are about their feelings. Okay, it might shock you a little bit, like, oh, you know, I'm not used to somebody being so open about how they feel, okay? And again, at the same time, the way that they approach you, there's something very, very pure about the way that they approach you, okay? It's more so romantic rather than lustful. But again, as soon as you guys are, how do you say that, officially together, I think it's gonna be like, how do you say that, a lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets. That's what I'm feeling here, okay? I'm actually interested in what would happen between the two of you if you guys really get intimate. I'm gonna do a video on that, so if you are interested in that, you can, you know, subscribe to my channel in case you do want to see that. I'm gonna do a video on that soon. It's coming. With you guys, I would be a little bit interested, okay? Okay, my beautiful pie number 2. I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments if you like it, okay? I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 3. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out what you are going to find seductive about your future spouse, okay? So we're gonna look at the cards. I already pre-shuffled them. Okay, so pie number 3. First things first. It's gonna be interesting with you guys. I was actually quite intrigued when I was shuffling the cards because I'm seeing like a whole story here with your future spouse. The first thing that I want to tell you guys is you will misjudge your future spouse a little bit, okay? Now, the first impression that you will have of your future spouse is like somebody who is very well dressed, okay? I almost want to say you will perceive your future spouse as like a heartbreaker or somebody who does play games. There's somebody who, if you look at this card, okay, they could be somebody who, the way that they dress is very flashy, okay? So the way that they dress, they dress very, very flashy, okay? They like to wear sunglasses, they like to wear you know, like a leather jackets or something along those lines, okay? They, on the first glance, you will feel like, oh, that person's probably really, really cocky, or who do they think they are? The way that they dress is very flashy, very fashionable, I want to say, okay? So they are very much into fashion. So when people would see your future spouse, and when you see your future spouse, you will probably feel like, oh, he probably has like a whole, do you say that, contact list of people, or this is somebody who's a heartbreaker, this is somebody who's cocky, who thinks they are the shit and stuff like that. Interestingly enough, that's not really who your future spouse is, okay? That is just how people perceive your future spouse because of the way that they dress, because the way that they dress is very, again, very flashy. They might wear unique stuff, or they might have like a very unique style that catches people's eyes, or they could be wearing like very fancy sunglasses and stuff like that, okay? Another thing that I want to say is, I think you're gonna find it sexy about them. You're gonna find it attractive, but at the same time, you don't want to burn yourself, right? That's what I'm feeling here. So when you see them for the first time, or when you get to know them, you'll feel like, oh, this person's flashy. The way they dress very, very well, okay? They have a good sense of fashion, I want to say. And I'm feeling an energy here where what you're gonna find that attractive about your future spouse, but it also makes you feel like, oh, I have to be a little bit careful with them because they could be a player, or they could be like a playgirl, you know. They could be like a heartbreaker in the beginning. I'm seeing here what you're gonna find attractive or sexy about your future spouse is the voice of your future spouse. They might be able to sing. They might be somebody who does create music, or it's just their voice. So either you're gonna be sexually attracted to your future spouse's voice. It might be very, very deep. It might be very, very sensual, okay? Or they could be somebody who does create music, meaning they are an artist. You could be very, very drawn to the art that they create. They could be a painter. They could be a, how do you say that? They could be somebody who does music, okay? A musician, a painter, somebody, it could even be somebody who's in the public eye, okay? Since we have the rock star here, so they could possibly be in the public eye. They could be doing something on social media, or again, it could just be their voice, period, like a very deep, sensual voice, or like a high-pitched voice that is very, very sweet, something along those lines, okay? But I feel like overall, you're definitely gonna be attracted to the way this person speaks and the way that they dress. But at the same time, I want to say the energy that I pick up here is don't judge a book by its cover, okay? That's what I'm feeling here with your future spouse. You might also be very, very attracted to their music taste, or you guys have the same music taste, or again, they see, if you look at them, they might look like somebody who could be a model. They could have like model tendencies, or the way that they dress is very fashionable, looks like a model, okay? Or just in general, their style is, they like to wear nice stuff, they like to look cool, okay? They like to wear like shades that, or like sunglasses that match their clothing and stuff like that, something along those lines, okay? So in the beginning, you're gonna be like, I'm not sure about this person, okay? I don't want to get hurt. Now, what you're actually gonna find very, very sexy about your future spouse is that things are not as they seem with them, okay? So you're gonna be firstly attracted to the way that they dress, okay? That they are a little bit flashy. This could be that they have like, they're dressed very casually, but their sunglasses are like very interesting, or they wear very interesting jewelry or something along those lines, okay? Or just again, they could be in the public eye, they could be doing something that they are known for example, okay? Now, I want to tell you guys, with your future spouse, it's going to be quite interesting, okay? I want to say that your future spouse has like a very, very, it's like the outer shell seems to be cocky, seems to be their noses, they're stuck up and they think they're better. That is not the case whatsoever. They just like fashion, okay? Now, when you get to know them, you will see that they have such a soft heart, such a soft core, okay? They are very, very sensitive, but on the outside you don't see that. That is something that you will get to know about your future spouse, and I feel like that's what's going to make them very, very seductive, because they look like a playboy, a playgirl, but then they are so sensual, so nurturing, so loving, okay? I even want to say they might be a little bit romantic, or on the romantic side, okay? There's something about your future spouse that makes you feel very calm in their presence, and as if you can trust them, again, which is very interesting. They look like a playboy, a playgirl, somebody who would, you know, break your heart, but they're not, okay? This is just their outer appearance. When you get to know them and when you talk to them, you will understand or see how deep the conversations that you guys will have will be so deep and so emotional and so heartfelt, okay? It feels like they have their heart on their sleeves, or their heart on their tongue. There's somebody who they're very, very open about love, or they're very open about the topic when it comes to love, or they're just like a very, I don't even know how to describe it, like a very nurturing, a very soft person. They look hard on the outside, but they're very, very soft in the heart, in the core, okay? I want to say, do you know what I'm feeling here? On the outside, they would look like trouble, but they're actually very, very healing, okay? Talking to them is very, very healing. And again, you will have the deepest conversations with this person, which is gonna be kind of like a surprising effect, okay, with your future spouse. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is it's almost like people perceive your future spouse as somebody who is very shallow. That's it. People will think your future spouse is shallow, and you might even think it yourself, just because of their outer appearance. But they're the complete opposite. They're very, very deep. They're very, very deep with the way that they live, with the way that they feel, speak, okay? But they look shallow from the outside. So don't judge a book by its cover, okay? Now, another thing that I want to tell you guys is what you're going to find extremely sexy about your future spouse is how interested they are in you. You know how when you go on a dating website, or when you go on Tinder or Hinge or whatever, where people are not really asking you questions, it's all about like, it's small talk, but it's not really, they're not really interested in your passion, not really interested in where you come from, not really interested in your life story. They don't ask questions. It's gonna be the complete opposite with your future spouse. Your future spouse will ask a lot of questions. They really want to get to know you. You're gonna be like very mesmerized by how interested they are in you. They're gonna ask you, what is your favorite drink? What is your favorite chocolate? Where do you always wanted to go to? What are your dreams? You know, like they're gonna ask you questions that make you feel like, wow, this person really wants to get to know me. Do you see that this person is taking notes? I want to say this person is very, very assertive. When you tell them something, they save it in their mind. So you could tell them something that you like, or something that you always wanted, and they would be the person to buy it as a gift because they memorize what you have said to them, okay? This is somebody who really, really listens. They have like a very listening ear, which you're gonna really, it's like you're gonna find it sexy how, I feel like what you're gonna find sexy about your future spouse is how you misjudge them, or how different they are than what they appear. So they look very, very sexy, very, very seductive, but then when you talk to them, they're like very, very soft, very, very assertive. I even feel like the way that they talk could be eloquent, or the way that they talk is like very, the way that they speak is very alluring or seductive. We talked about the voice, right? This could even be that the way that they talk is like very, very elegant, very, very eloquent, or they are very, very intelligent in the way that they talk, okay? So they might not use vulgar. Do you say vulgar? They might be very formal with the way that they speak, or just in general, there's something about their voice that is very, very soothing. So you're gonna find this person's voice very, very sexy. Now, another thing that I want to tell you guys is, for some of you guys, your future spouse grew up. For some of you guys, your future spouse grew up in a household where, you know, like their dad and their mom was a doctor, for example. There was always enough money on the plate, or like there was always enough money. So they grew up above average, okay? That means that they grew up in a kind of wealthy family, but doesn't have to be like wealthy rich, but kind of like, you know, there was always enough money to go on vacation and stuff like that. And I'm feeling an energy here where your future spouse, for some of you guys, now I'm gonna go to the different, because there are two storylines that I pick up here, okay? So one is they grew up in a wealthy family, and then they realized that being wealthy or having money is not it, okay? They kind of had like a very intense realization that money doesn't make them happy. Again, we talked about it. They might look very, very, you know, very, very sexy from head to toe, also what they wear, or they might even dress like a wealthy person or look very wealthy, okay? Almost to the point where it's shallow or cocky, but they're not. They're the complete opposite, okay? So for some of you guys, they grew up in a wealthy family, and then they realized that they don't find happiness in money, okay? Hold on, I forgot. Hold on, guys, I just forgot to light up the candle here because I took a break. Give me 1 second. That could be an omen, right? The flame, the spark that you will feel with them. Okay, guys, so they realized that shit doesn't make me happy. My mom, my dad, they have a lot of money. I grew up, they could have been like a spoiled brat, but at some point in their life, they realized that money doesn't make them happy, okay? Meaning that they found a deeper meaning in something else, okay? And they're gonna tell you about it. It's gonna be quite seductive and sexy about them, that although they might have money, or they might have grown up in a wealthy family, that this is really not what they are about, okay? For others of you, I'm seeing here that this is a type of person who grew up with nothing, okay? This is a person who grew up with nothing, okay? Could be a family that didn't have much money, okay? There was always like struggle with money, and they actually manifested money on their own. They manifested a wealthy career, or they manifested some type of wealth in their life. But again, at the same time, money didn't change this person, okay? This is somebody who could not be changed by money, whether or not they grew up in a wealthy family or they actually manifested wealth for themselves. It could not change them. Although on the outside, they do look like a spoiled brat or something like that. That is not the case here. This is somebody who's very open about their feelings. They're also maybe quite romantic, okay? I also feel like they would take you on romantic dates, which you would not think of them, okay? They do not seem to be somebody romantic here. I want to say that your future spouse, what you're going to find extremely attractive about them is, for some of you guys, I feel like they found a way to maybe manifest money in a different way, meaning that they have like a very interesting career, or a very interesting, again, because for some of you guys I'm seeing them in a spotlight, okay, meaning they do something publicly, okay. Now for others of you, I'm seeing here, this is just somebody who found a way to make money that might be a little bit how do you say that, a little bit different than what one is normally used to. Because for me, this feels like an energy here where somebody found a way to escape, okay, found a way to escape. Now let's see, I want to actually find out. Let's see, pile number 3, what have they escaped? Yeah, look at that, 6 of Wands. Okay, wow. Okay, so for some of you guys, I'm seeing here that they used to be in the limelight and they didn't want to be in the limelight anymore. Okay, so they could be somebody. They could be somebody who grew up with a lot of money, but they don't value money, okay? Or this is not what they truly value in life, and they could have said that they don't want to take the money of their family. Oh yeah, okay, it could be that they said that they don't want to take the money of their family. They want to create or do something on their own, right? Not like a spoiled brat that takes the money of their family or their parents, which is nothing wrong with it, but I'm talking about like those cocky little children that think they are the shit and stuff like that, or people and you know, they don't really have to work hard for stuff. Okay, for some of you guys, your future spouse told their family that they want to do something on their own, or they really chose a completely different way compared to their family members, which you're going to love about them, okay? Another thing that I want to say, if it's not that, if they didn't grow up in a wealthy family and they more so grew up in a poor family, I'm actually seeing here that they found a way to success, okay? Escaping the struggles of not having a lot of money, because with the Fool card, this is somebody who doesn't have much but themselves and their own mind, okay, and their own spirit. Do you see that? So I want to say that your future spouse somehow found a way to maybe escape poverty or escape society, meaning that they don't work a conventional job, but they do something that is completely out of the box, okay? Out of the box, out of the system, quite literally, because you know the world is a system, and they found a way for themselves to success, to some type of public recognition, okay? That is quite unusual. So they did something on their own. They're self-made, okay? Whether or not they grew up in a wealthy family or in a less wealthy family, okay? Under average income, they found a way. There's something about them finding a way out of a situation, them walking their own path also, okay? They found a way to become successful or to get some public recognition here. I really feel like for a lot of you guys, they do something where they are praised, or people like their music, people like their art. They might be somewhere in the public eye. They're definitely doing something where they are seen or where they are praised, okay? But again, as you can see, they're running away right into that energy. Does that make sense? Okay, so your future spouse created their own way of living. This could be that they have like a very extravagant lifestyle, okay, a very adventurous lifestyle with the Knight of Wands. And I think what you're going to love about this person is how they came from nothing, but found a way, only with their spirit, only with their soul, only with their heart, to create some type of freedom for themselves. This could be financial freedom. This could be that they travel the world, for example, okay? There's something about them doing something that is very, very unconventional, but people would perceive it as a very successful life, meaning being self-employed, being a freelancer, right? This is out of the system, out of the box, doing something on your own, or traveling around the world, or traveling for work, for example, okay? There's something about an extravagant lifestyle that they are living, okay? And that they somehow found a way to public recognition, found a way to success. Let's see, let's maybe find out what that is about. What kind of success is it? Yeah, look at that, 7 of Cups, okay? I'm seeing here, look at that, and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, I want to say that this person created a lifestyle that really is, again, adventurous, out of the box, unconventional. They made their dreams happen, okay? Your future spouse is somebody who made their dreams happen, and kind of like they either got out of a very financial difficulty, or they said that they're gonna leave behind, you know, this wealthy energy with their family and do something on their own, and they were actually successful, so they're still self-made basically, okay? There's something about this, your future spouse going through a lot of struggle, okay? This could be mentally or again just financial struggle here, okay? And again, I feel like this is what people don't see. I'm actually seeing the image of an iceberg, you know, like when you see the top of the iceberg, but then underwater there is another iceberg, you know, like how do you say that? So this is the iceberg, and then you have water, and then it's the rest of the iceberg. So people only see, oh, this person's successful, this person is flashy, but what they don't see is how much this person has struggled, or how much this person has. I feel like you will be very attractive or find very sexy their life story, okay? Their story to success, or their story how they came up with their business idea, their story to how they manifested such an interesting lifestyle, something along those lines, okay? I feel like you're gonna be attracted to their lifestyle, okay? And as well as that they are so adventurous about life, they do take risks. This is somebody who's a risk taker, okay? This is somebody who makes other people believe in their dream because they did it on their own, but it was not easy. So I feel like what you're going to find extremely sexy about this person is their life story and how they got to success, okay? How they became successful with something here. But with the 7 of Cups, it really talks about, I feel like it's something artistic. And the interesting thing is the reason why this person has manifested whatever they're manifesting here, or have manifested, right? This happy lifestyle that they have, or a very calm lifestyle, is because they followed their intuition. This is a very intuitive person, but on the first glance, you would think they're cocky, you would think that they're stuck up, you would think that they're very shallow and only are interested in fashion. Not the case whatsoever, okay? Not the case whatsoever. This person went through hell and back to manifest some type of wealth and peace in their life, okay? You're gonna be extremely attracted to this person because they are successful yet humble. They didn't forget where they come from, okay? Now with the 6 of Cups, another thing that I want to tell you guys is what you're gonna find extremely attractive about this person is how giving they are, okay? They might be somebody who likes to give gifts, and I just want to say that this person is somebody who's extremely friendly to people. Again, you would not think that a rock star is like very friendly to people. Usually they have like a reputation of being a rebel and, you know, like living life on the edge. Does that make sense? Living life on the edge, like being very edgy and like very, I don't know, like maybe even like too much into themselves, but that's not the case. This is somebody who's extremely friendly, okay? They are very friendly with the people around them, and I want to say that this person is really somebody who money couldn't change them. Again, no matter if they come from a wealthy family or they manifested money into their life, okay? Somehow. The 6 of Cups also tells me that you're gonna find extremely sexy about this person. Yeah, there's something about like, you see them, you think they're cocky, but then they're so humble. But then when you hear their story, you would ask yourself, why are you so humble? Like, look at what you've manifested. Look at what you've created for yourself. Does that make sense? This is somebody who's very humble, although they could have a big mouth. And there's something behind their big mouth, but they're not like that, okay? There's somebody who's still, they have like a pure heart, and there are somebody who believes in helping other people, or who believes in sharing their wealth, sharing their riches, or who believes in humankind, who believes in, I feel an energy that they're quite humanitarian, meaning that they care about a lot of people, okay? Or they are just somebody who's like really friendly to everybody. They give a smile to everybody. There is somebody who, again, likes to give gifts, okay? And I also want to say, I keep feeling an energy of like purity. Behind the veil is actually a very, very pure heart that did not forget where they come from, and that is still a very, very giving, very, very generous person, okay? So let's see, I'm actually gonna get this cube here and see what kind of zodiac sign energy they have. Okay, what will pile number 3 find super duper sexy about their future spouse when it comes to their energy? I think that's Leo, isn't it? Hold on, guys. Okay, so it's Leo energy, guys, that came through. And the interesting thing about Leo energy, again, lions are the king of the jungle, right? So when you go to the zoo, everybody wants to see the lion. The lion has like a very interesting, and do you see that? I feel like they have like a reputation, or they're seen by people, or there's something like that. They have like a reputation of, and a lot of people know about them, or they are like, I don't know, there's something about them being seen by people, them being maybe like very important in the company, okay? They have some type of reputation, okay? A higher reputation, or like a higher ranking or something like that, a higher status in a company. They might even be like the best therapist in the city, for example, or their restaurant has like a very extremely good reputation. Everybody goes there, something like that, okay? They're somewhat seen by people, or they have like a very interesting reputation where people know of them. Again, this could be like locally, but this could also be globally, something like that, okay? They could even be like a musician that has already a little following, for example, okay? Something like that, okay? Now with the Leo energy, that does make sense, doesn't it? Because Leos, when they come into the room, everybody looks at them, right? And Leos are like this very interesting energy of like being flashy, or being in the spotlight. The lion is always in the spotlight in the zoo. The king of the jungle is the reputation of the lion, right? So it's the same energy here as well, but at the same time, Leos also have a reputation of having the biggest heart for people, okay? So I want to say, what you will find sexy about them is how humble they are, and what a big heart they have, although one could perceive them as quite cocky, okay? So, okay guys, the interesting thing here is, I want to say, you're going to find sexy about them the way that they look, but you're actually going to fall in love when they start to speak. Because I feel more so like, I don't feel like a sexy energy here, I feel more so like a I'm in love energy. Okay, let's see. Let's find out. I'm going to look at what you might find attractive about them physically. And then we're going to look at what you will find attractive about them when you interact with them, when you talk to them, okay? This pie number 3 going to find sexy about their future spouse. Physically. What are they going to find sexy? Physically. Okay. What are you gonna find sexy about them physically? Wow, interesting. That's very interesting, isn't it? What I'm seeing here, okay? Now, with the 10 of Cups, as you can tell, there's a lot of colors here, right? So your future spouse might be somebody that wears, has like a very unique, I told you, like a very unique style. Their hair might be a very interesting color, okay? They might also wear like very bright, interesting colors. Okay, so physically you might find attractive about them that they are curvy, okay, depending on if you're looking male or female. So just take it how it resonates. So they might be on the curvier side, which you're gonna like. They might also wear a lot of colors. They might also have colorful hair or a very unique hairstyle. So this is hair. it's a hairstyle that is not usual, or you don't see that in every corner. So they probably have like a unique hairstyle, okay? Could even be like a unique hair texture. For example, if there are like you know, like African or something like that, okay, with cornrows or braids or something like that. Or they could have like purple hair, pink hair, something like that, okay? Or they could wear like very colorful clothing. So they like to wear bright colors, but again, at the same time, it's somehow like fashion or like something. They might even work in the fashion industry for some of you guys. For some of you guys, they do work in the fashion industry here, okay? I'm also seeing here what you might find attractive about them. Now, I think that is going to be very, very, only for a few people, but it still comes up. So your future spouse will have interesting scars, okay? They might have a scar on their cheek, they might have a scar on their forehead, okay? Something about scars. I'm seeing here, they will have like a scar that you will find interesting, or that you will find sexy. I don't know what the heck that is supposed to mean. This is probably only for 1 or 2 of you guys. Okay, and then we talked about physical, right? So when it comes to male energy, they have a quite, I mean, look at that body. That body is built, okay? You might be very, very much sexually attracted to them because they go to the gym, or they have muscles. They might have a six-pack. They might have very strong legs. There's definitely something about like the definition of their body. There's something very, very defined about their body. This could even be like a very defined arc or arch in their back, or they have like a very defined six-pack, very defined legs, okay, something like that. Or they could just be like into gym, building their body, okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. What else? What will you find sexy about them physically? Oh, and the High Priestess. That's what we were talking about, okay? You will find sexy about your future spouse. First of all, they smell really, really good, okay? I'm seeing like a flowery, sweet scent if it's a woman, okay? And for men, I still see it's still a sweet scent here, okay? I'm seeing here what you're gonna find sexy about this person. Physically, might be that they don't show too much skin, okay? For people who are interested in a woman, they might be somebody who doesn't show too much skin, but that actually makes them quite attractive. So they might only show a little bit of the chest area or a little bit of their legs, but it's never too much where you can see like a lot. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's the way that they dress, and you might like that they don't show too much, or you like to use your imagination when you look at them, okay? If you're looking for a female. If you're looking for a male, it is just their scent, the way that they smell, okay? Their scent is quite attractive. They always smell good. They might have a perfume that you really, really like, or the body lotion that they use, okay? They might smell like coconut. They might smell like cocoa butter. I don't know. They might smell like strawberries. I don't know what the heck you guys like, but you're definitely gonna like their scent, okay? Even like, you know, the product that they put in their hair might be like a really nice scent or something like that. Okay, and I think the sexiest thing about this person is how people misjudge them. They're like a surprising egg. They're like a surprise when you open it. From the outside, it looks one way, and then you get to know this person, then you feel like, man, I really misjudged you. You're the most beautiful person I've ever met, but I thought you were cocky and stuck up. That's the type of energy that I pick up here. Okay, so what are you going to find sexy about them physically? What up? For quite a number of you, this person's in the public eye. They do something online, okay? Or they're like one of the best in their field, or in their craft, or in their company. People look up to them, okay? So you could be attracted to their status. All right. Let's see. What are you gonna find sexy about them physically? One more card here. What up? What's going on? You're also gonna like how mysterious they are. They're not gonna tell you everything in the beginning. Ooh, Oh, we have the Two of Cups here. Look at that. You see, in this card, you can also tell they're like making out, kissing each other, but the pants are still on, isn't it? Aren't they? There's something about this person. What you're gonna find sexy about them is I feel like they reveal something and then they cover something else. They reveal a little bit of like, you know, like collarbone shoulders for women, okay? If you're looking for a woman, if we're talking about a man, what you're gonna find sexy about them is I keep feeling like the scent when they hug you. There's something about their scent that drives you crazy, okay? I'm also seeing here, if you're looking for a woman, their lips will be sweet. They might use like you know, like strawberry lip gloss or mango lip gloss or something like that. They would taste sweet. Their lips taste sweet, okay? I mean, when you kiss them, they would taste sweet. If we're talking about a guy, let's see. Physical features that you will find sexy about a guy. Let's see. I keep seeing it's their fashion, the style, okay? The way that they dress is unique. They really put a lot of effort into the way that they dress, okay? I'm also seeing here the way that they walk. They have like a very confident walk. You're gonna like that. Like a very confident walk. They walk like they're on the catwalk. But again, don't judge a book by its cover. It's not like that. Okay. Yeah, I keep seeing it's something about their fashion, the way that they dress. I'm seeing here what you're gonna find sexy about them physically. There might be a height difference that you're gonna find sexy, like a very tall guy or a girl or like a woman that is a little bit smaller than you, you know, if you like that, or if you like a tall woman, okay? I feel like there's a difference in height that you're gonna find sexy or really gonna like. Now let's see, I'm gonna look at what you're gonna find sexy when they talk to you, when you guys interact with each other, when you get to know each other. Let's see. What are you gonna find sexy about them as you guys talk and get to know each other? Okay. Okay, it's interesting. I keep coming to the same storyline here. Yeah. Yes. Look at that, the sun and the moon. Look at that energy. Why is the devil here? Oh. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. We have the sun and the moon here. So what I'm feeling here, I'm going to describe the energy that I pick up first, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be literally what I say, but just the energy, the vibe that you get from what I'm about to say, okay? We have the sun and the moon here. The energy that I pick up here is somebody, let's say an artist that has quite a lot of a following, okay? They do have people that listen to their music. They might have little concerts already, or they might have a following on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And on the outside, you would think this person has everything, or they're quite successful, or again, could be stuck up, could be shallow. And then when you get to know them, you see what a deep soul this person is and what this person really values and how sensitive this person is. I'm coming to like an artist that on the outside looks like they have everything, but then when you talk to them, you see that they're a person just, you know, with feelings and not the shallow thing that you see in the beginning. And then when you talk to them, you see that they are very, very expressive with their emotions, that they are very, very in tune, that they say how they feel, like telling you, well, you know, I really like what I do, but it's not about the money. Or, you know, what really made me happy was, for example, what really made me happy was to support my mother financially. Or what really made me happy was to, you know, like help my sister with rent, you know. And then you will see like what a pure person this is, or how that their heart is on the right spot. Does that make sense? That there is a bright side and also a dark side to their lifestyle, okay? This could also be somebody who's in the public eye. It has a lot of positive things, but also like negative things, or you will see that there's way more behind this pretty face or this handsome man in front of you. They might even tell you something that they went through and shed a little tear, you know, how sensitive they are, how emotional they are, you know, that there's so much heart behind those fancy sunglasses, for example, okay? That this person is somebody who doesn't have it all figured out, and they're very transparent about it. I feel like what you're gonna find sexy about your future spouse is how transparent they are with their feelings, okay? Let's see. What is the devil card about here, Spirit? The Strength card. What you're gonna find sexy about this person is, you see, it more so feels like love, and I feel like tears coming to my eyes because I'm a crybaby. But what I'm feeling here is that you're gonna see that this person is happy with small things, although they have money. Does that make sense? Like small things make them happy, like, oh man, today the sun is out, I'm so happy. Or look at the birds, they're so cute. Or just being happy with playing music and being on the balcony, you know, like soaking up a little bit of sun. How they value the little things, the small things in life. Although they might be in an industry that could go into a toxic direction, meaning like, you know, like social media can go in a toxic direction, doesn't it? Or, you know, like some people, they get crazy, or they lose their mind, or they lose themselves in a higher position. They think they're the shit, and then they think they're better than everybody else, and then they kind of lose their humanitarian side, or they kind of lose their soul in the whole process. Or I'm hearing, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. And I'm feeling here how this person really... You're gonna find sexy about this person how they open up about everything. They're like an open book to you. And I want to say, I mean, this was supposed to be a sexy reading, but I want to say that you're going to fall in love head over heels because there's such a surprising effect about them, okay? I want to say that there's somebody, they could also be somebody who is... I want to say that you will see that this person doesn't really have an ego. I mean, we all do, but with this person, it almost feels like they actively work on not having an ego, or not losing themselves in a higher position or with a higher status or something like that. I don't know. It's like, it's very, 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 very deep here with this person. Let's see. Now, another thing that I want to tell you guys, okay? You get the best of both worlds. They make you happy, okay? They make you extremely happy, but at the same time, they also touch your soul and your spirit. They touch your soul with what they say, with how they act. And again, this person is somebody who I'm hearing, I don't want much from you, I just want your time. I just want to be with you. This person will make you feel like they really, really want to be in your life. They really want to be part of your journey. They really want to just be with you. So there's an energy of like you feeling that this person really wants to be with you. They could be calling a lot. They could be saying, hey, you can, you know, like go to work from my place. Just stay at my place. You're going to go to work from my place, okay? It feels like they're gonna find a way to be with you, even if, like, for example, there's a busy schedule I'm seeing here. I'm actually feeling it here. Okay, let's get a few more cards here. What are you gonna find sexy about your future spouse? But again, it more so feels like love. It's not just sexy. Now, okay, let's get a little bit spicy here. What are you gonna find sexy about them? Okay, what I'm seeing here is what you're gonna find sexy about your future spouse in case she's a lady. Okay, this is what I have been talking about. She shows a little bit of leg, but there's still a lot to uncover. If you're looking for a male future spouse, do you see, this is what I was talking about, the energy. They will make an effort to show you that they want to be with you. I also feel like I said that they might buy gifts, okay? Their love language might be gift giving, but also quality time I'm feeling here. Okay, this is the type of person to bring a present to you, to remember your favorite flowers, to remember your favorite food, your favorite restaurant, okay? You're gonna find sexy how relentless they pursue you, like they do not give up, even if you sometimes don't, because I feel like you might be a little bit overwhelmed with how much love you feel for them, that you might go back into your shell sometimes. And this person is very, very respectful of that. They just take you as you are, okay? With the Six of Swords, actually give me a second, guys. I'm gonna read it out from the book here, from the guidebook. Let's see. Okay, I knew it. Look at that. So the Six of Wands says searching for new horizons involves a couple as it involves a single person. Outside of your daily routines, we talked about it, their daily routine is different. There's something, it says outside of your daily routine lies the rest of the world. We talked about that they're like outside. It's like they are an outsider when it comes to what they do. Okay, they're not really part of the matrix or society, or even if they are, they still do things differently. I don't know how to explain it. They live life differently, okay? What you're gonna find sexy about them is that they invite you to a completely new world. And again, very unique lifestyle also means a completely new world that they introduce you into. Okay. Let's see, give me 1 second. Oh, I don't want to cry. This is getting embarrassing here. But we have the Knight of Pentacles here, right? I was just reading it from the book, and it says the Knight of Pentacles. Hold on, guys. Where was it? The Knight. Yeah, it says embracing the magic of the spike of wheat, the bond that prevents others from escaping us is made not of fear but of joy, not of chains but of freedom, not of past memories but of future plans. So what you're gonna find extremely sexy about your future spouse is how committed they are to you, but at the same time how much freedom they give you. And the word freedom came here as well. This is like a very free-spirited, open-minded person. and they're gonna make you feel loved without you feeling suffocated or without you feeling like you have to sacrifice something. This is somebody who loves you but also understands if you need time for yourself. This is like a very, very pure freedom-loving love. It's like a commitment that is full of freedom, which is very contradicting if you listen to it. But it's somebody who's going to make you feel like, I'm here by your side, but if you need time for yourself, maybe that's something that you really, maybe you are somebody who needs sometimes time for yourself, because it comes up in the reading here. Okay, let's see what the Hermit is about. Okay, it says, slowing down your pace allows the magic to re-emerge. I don't know what the heck that means. But I feel like the way you guys will be dating will also be a slow process, okay? It will be a slow process, but that is almost like, oh, we did it with you guys, right? Where I lit the candle, and it's kind of like a slow process until the candle melts, right? So I feel like what you're gonna find sexy about your future spouse is how slowly you guys take it. Ooh! Oh my god, do you know what I'm just feeling here? I'm feeling here the way that they make love to you is very, very slowly, in slow motions, or I feel like they're very, very good in bed, because it feels like they hit the right spots, but because they do things in slow motion. Doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, there's something about slow motion. I don't want to get too much into it, but there's something about them doing things slowly, okay? This could even be that they have like a slow-paced voice or a slow-paced walk, okay? Doing things slowly. The whole dating process will also be slowly, okay? Revealing things slowly so that the candle can fully melt, okay? Arcana Beautiful Pie number 3. I hope you guys like this reading. Let me know in the comments if you like it. I'm going to see you in my next one. Also, if you're interested in more, if you're new on my channel, I'm going to do like a whole series where I'm going to look at first impression and stuff like that, and first date. I just want to you know, start like a whole series or like a whole story, you know, where you can watch each pick a card and then they connect to each other. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe, okay? I'm going to see my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. My beautiful pie number 4. How are you guys doing? Last but not least, whoop. I'm clumsy over here. So this is the card that you chose, or the image that you chose. We're gonna look at what you're gonna find sexy and seductive about your future spouse. Your reading is gonna be quite interesting. Give me 1 second because I want to clarify something. What I'm feeling here with you and your future spouse is an energy where opposites attract, okay? It feels like opposites attract. Now the interesting thing is, I feel like for a lot of you guys, your future spouse might be foreign, or like a foreigner, or could be an expat in your country, or the other way around. But there's something about, I feel like the background of the both of you is different, or you could come from different countries. Okay, they could come from a very tropical country, or just a country that you always found fascinating, or something like that. I'm feeling an energy here. If they are foreign, you're gonna find their accent very, very sexy. Okay, there's something about their accent. Yes, baby. You're gonna find their accent very, very sexy. Okay, or they could be, do you say bilingual or multilingual? They might speak a different language, for example Italian, French, I don't know, Swahili, okay? And you're gonna find it very sexy when they speak in a different language, or they actually have an accent, because I strongly feel like with the 5 of Wands, which I'm gonna clarify, there's something about opposites attract, or you guys come from a different country I'm seeing here. Okay, but give me 1 second. there's something about the energy that I pick up here with you guys is what you are going, wow, yeah. Also, we have the angel number 555 here in this reading. So if you've been seeing the number angel number 555, this is definitely your confirmation that this is your reading and we're looking at your future spouse, okay? Now, 555 usually is a number that brings a big change into our life. For whatever reason, I feel like your future spouse will come from a different country, or you come from a different country, and you might move together. You might move to their country, they might move to your country, or you guys maybe relocate together. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, because I'm seeing struggle in the cards, but it's not because you guys don't love each other. I feel like this could be outside influence here, okay? Because I strongly feel here that you guys come from two different energies, and there is a need to bring those two energies together, meaning where are you located, right? Or maybe your dream wasn't always to live in a specific country and they actually wanted to stay where they're at. There's something like that here, okay? But we're gonna check what that is about. Spirit, can you please confirm? Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, let's see. What is the Five of Wands here about, Spirit? So I want to say what you're going to find sexy about your future spouse is, first of all, again, their accent, or it's either their accent or that they speak a different language. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is I got this is like a cube that shows you like the zodiac sign energy, and we got the Gemini, which means you can really have very freaking good conversations with them, but at the same time you guys will also debate, meaning heated discussions with disagreements that leads to makeup sex. That's literally what I'm seeing here, okay? I feel like what you're gonna like about your future spouse is that they are very intelligent. They might also sometimes challenge your intelligence, or you guys will have heated discussions, okay? Or like very long debates, or talking about a topic very long, okay? But at the end of the day, there's going to be makeup sex, even if it was a heated discussion, because I'm seeing here you as well as your future spouse, you guys are very opinionated, very fiery, okay? That fire can turn into an argument, a heated discussion, but can also lead to passionate lovemaking, okay? Another thing that I want to say is I think what you're going to really find sexy about your future spouse is how polite they are, okay? As you can see in this card, he's opening the door, and here you can see it as well. There is something about their polite manners. There might be somebody who opens the door, who takes the chair, who carries your bag if you're going somewhere, who takes off your coat, you know, if you guys go to a restaurant or something like that, or who would bring you your medicine when you're sick or something like that. They have like a very polite nature. But I want to say that there's something about you feeling like your future spouse might be a player, or you don't really trust them in the beginning. It's kind of similar, a little bit similar to pile number 3, but still different, because I feel like it might have something to do with a different background, or it might have something to do with that you guys live in 2 different cities or 2 different countries or something like that, okay? And for others of you, this could literally just talk about like how you guys are very opinionated and you sometimes bump heads, okay? But at the same time, it's like this fire where you look at this person like, damn, why are you so stubborn? You know I'm right. But there's still like a sexual energy while all of this is taking place. Do you know what I mean? Okay, now let me focus here, okay? What is the Five of Wands about here, Spirit? Okay, what is the Five of Swords about here? There's something about you being scared that your future spouse is a player. Maybe you had like very bad experiences and it's a little bit hard for you to open up, okay, for some of you guys. Four of Swords, okay. What is this energy about here? Okay. Alright. So, yeah, look at that. The building and the house. There's something about where both of you are located. Okay. This could even be that you always had a dream to relocate somewhere, and then the question is, hey, do you come with me? Are we gonna go together? I always wanted to go there, but then you meet them in your home country. Something like that, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can... Okay, now the candle is lit. Now we can talk about it. So, what I want to say is, guys, I'm feeling an energy here where there could really be a question of where do we live together, or we come from different countries, or we have a different background. This is like a very, very intense energy that I pick up here, okay? I want to say what you're going to find extremely sexy about your future spouse, first of all, the conversations that you have, okay? They're very, very heated, but also very, very passionate. A lot of sexual energy as you guys are debating stuff, okay? Or talking about things, even agreeing to disagree here, okay? As well as Gemini energy is an energy where you can really, how can I say that? Where life becomes really, really fun because you talk to somebody who has like fun stories to tell, or who has like a very interesting personality, also very talkative. Your future spouse is quite talkative, I'm seeing here, and I'm feeling an energy again. You might be drawn to their accent, or that they speak a different language. Another thing that I want to say is, in the beginning you're gonna be a little bit like hesitant because you might feel like your future spouse could be a player, but they're actually not, okay? Or they could have been, but they would change their ways for you. Now be careful with that message, okay? Because there's a lot of F-boys walking around out there, okay? So be careful with that. But what I'm seeing here is with the 5 of Defeat and the Chariot card, this really feels like something about like a something to overcome when it comes to location, where you guys live. The Chariot also tells me this is the type of person, okay? They open the door, they're very polite, they bring you flowers, okay? And I feel like you're gonna be a little bit shocked by... I feel like you're gonna be a little bit shocked by how polite they are, or you're almost not gonna believe that they do that because they love you. You might have trust issues or something like that, or they might remind you of somebody in the past that brings some type of trust issues to the forefront. Now, one thing that I want to tell you guys is your future spouse will really, really treat you like a queen or treat you like a king. Look at that energy. No matter how many times you have a disagreement, this person, it's like they would not leave your side, no matter how many struggles or disagreements you guys have in the beginning. This person will not leave you. It's like they want to be side by side. Again, this could be literally because you guys are in different countries, or there might be a little bit of bumping head in the beginning because you might have trust issues, they might have trust issues. That's normal, okay? But I want to say that they would treat you like you've never been treated before, okay? This is somebody that puts a blanket on you when they see that you're falling in love, wanted to say, when you're falling asleep. Or this is somebody who brings flowers. This is somebody who sends you a good morning text, okay? This is somebody who opens up the door. This is somebody who calls you only to say good night. And you're gonna be like, what do you want from me? Why are you so sweet? Why are you so polite? What do you want from me, okay? Because I feel like a trust issue energy here, or you're so used to being single, or so used to doing your own thing that you don't really want to fall in love, or you're scared to fall in love, something like that. But I want to tell you guys here that your future spouse is really, they're gonna make you feel like you guys are like team players or partners, okay? I feel like what you're gonna find sexy about them is how they're not giving up. How they're not giving up, no matter the circumstances. There's something about them really showing you that they want to do this together with you. I don't know what that means, okay? Because this is a prediction, and I don't know in which situation you guys will be, but there will be an energy of, we can do this together. I want to be by your side. And I'm not going to leave you. We're going to do this together. There's something about doing things together. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is what you're going to find sexy about your future spouses. They will invite you everywhere, okay? They might be invited to a party, a concert, a gathering. They're going to invite you. For them, it's normal to take you with them. They take you with them everywhere. Does that make sense? There's an energy of like they don't want to leave your side, or they want to make sure that you feel like they consider you in their plans. Meaning, you know, for example, if they go for a trip because of work, they would maybe look if they can take you with them for 1 or 2 days, although they have to work there. Does that make sense? There's something about, let's do this together. You will really feel like this person is considerate of you, or they consider you in their plans, okay? Just like you are their best friend, or they don't want to do things without you or without your opinion on it, okay? Something like that here. But there's something about like, it's not gonna be easy in the beginning. I don't know why, or there might be like a bump in the road or something like that, for whatever reason, okay? This could be how two people have two different dreams and find a way to bring their two different dreams or two different lifestyles come together to make it work. Because at the end of the day, they want to be with you and stay with you. So you will feel like this person is really sacrificing something to be with you, okay? And it's not a sacrifice where they lose their happiness or their joy. No, it's more so a sacrifice of ego, okay? Sacrificing your ego, or sacrificing... There's something about sacrificing in order to be with you. Or to swallow their pride in order to be with you. Something like that, okay? Or to go on an adventure with you. Leaving maybe like their old job behind, or their old apartment, to travel with you for a few months. That's a sacrifice, right? They would sacrifice their apartment to travel with you. Now, they would be happy traveling with you, but they still sacrifice something. Does that make sense? I'm not talking about sacrificing your happiness and then you're unhappy in a relationship. That's not what I'm talking about. This is sacrificing something that you used to know for something completely new for a person that you love. Now I got it right. Okay, I also want to say your future spouse is somebody who's really gonna surprise you. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I feel like they are very, very interesting in bed, okay? With the Magician and the Ace of Wands, this definitely tells me that they are really, really good at giving you pleasure orally, okay? Or they have like a lot of tricks, or they do like... They're gonna do something very, very interesting in bed that you're gonna find extremely sexy. I don't know what it is. I don't want to get into your business, but they're gonna do something in bed that is quite interesting, okay? Let's see. What is the Ace of Wands about? What's the Ace of Wands about? Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I keep seeing that they give something to you. Okay. There's something about a gift, or something about that they always have something there for you. For example, let's say you're vegan. They always have vegan chips for you at home. Just for example, okay? Always considering you in what they do. Okay. Who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can give you what you need? Nobody. Who can do you? Nobody, baby. Okay, guys. So I'm seeing here that your future spouse has a very unique way of expressing that they love you. I really don't know what exactly that means, but I'm feeling here that they're always in to surprise you. Okay, they might surprise you with like a surprise date or a surprise location or a little gift. It doesn't have to be even like a big thing. It could be like small things, okay? But I want to say with the King of Cups, this is somebody who's like, how can I say that? Their way of loving you will ignite a fire in your soul. The way that they love you or the way that they show you is a love that you've never felt before, because again, I feel like it's something about sacrificing something in order to be with you. And they're good in bed. But I feel like they're good in giving you pleasure in bed, okay? So they're gonna bring you to your climax, basically. Okay, that's very interesting. I feel like your love story is gonna be very, very interesting. Very interesting. I would love to know, man. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at what you might be finding sexy about them physically. Okay, so let's see if there are any physical features that I can see here. What are you gonna find sexy about them? Hold on, let me give it a little shuffle. What are you gonna find sexually attractive about them physically, about your future spouse? Okay. Ooh, what do we have here? You know, this card came out and I was like, nah, this card came out in all the other readings. I'm gonna put it back in, and it's here again, okay? So what you might find attractive about them physically, I want to say you might find physically attractive about them. Let me see. Oh, what you're gonna find physically attractive about them is their smile and their aura. I want to say you will find their energy sexy. Isn't that interesting? Because we talk about physically, but I'm seeing here their smile and their aura. They have like a very interesting aura, or their smile. There's something very unique about it, okay? Now, another thing you're gonna find attractive about them, they might be looking very, very good when they wear black clothing, okay? They might also look like a typical artist, or have like a fashion that looks like an artist, you know, like how artists are very expressive with their fashion and they wear like a lot of colorful things, okay? So if you're into that, this might be your future spouse or your beautiful lady that is coming to you. Now, another thing that I want to say is I'm also seeing here they might look really, really good in dark colors, or they could be their fashion could also be, I'm feeling here, it could be plain. So I think it's two energies that I'm seeing here. One is like very artistic, very like they like to wear stuff in their hair, they like to wear glitter, or they like to wear like very extraordinary things, okay? Even like jewelry that they made on their own, or like something self-made, okay? And then for others of you, I'm seeing here they're very like plain in how they dress, or they dress they look very, very good in dark colors, or they like to wear dark colors. For some of you guys, they also wear I'm seeing here elegant but minimalistic, okay? It looks like an elegant minimalistic type of vibe that I pick up here, okay? They might also be a little bit older. You might find attractive that this person is a little bit older, or that your future spouse has an eye for detail. So it could be that they usually wear something plain, but there's one thing that is like extraordinary, for example. Okay, there could also be a mixture of elegant but casual at the same time. And again, I feel like they might be older. In most cases, they might be older than you. Okay. Now with the Queen of Wands, yeah, again, it's kind of like the elegant but at the same time casual a vibe that I pick up here. okay? I'm seeing here there's something about they could have like shorter hair, or they have short hair, or they have like a really cool short haircut I'm seeing here. That is also a little bit unique. Let's see, let's get one more card here because I feel like it's a lot of you guys are watching. But if I'm mentioning something that you wrote down that you wanted to manifest in a person, then that's your confirmation here, okay? Okay. I can't. Why is this coming out here? Guys. If you're looking for a man, they have a they were gifted with what is between their legs. I'm just gonna say it here, okay? They could also be a dog owner I'm seeing here. Let me get one more card. What are you gonna find attractive about them physically? Yeah, I'm also feeling like they like to wear shirts and like, you know, yeah, it looks like maybe like satin shirts or something like that, or colorful shirts I'm seeing here. There's an energy of shirts, colorful shirts, but also sometimes very plain here. Okay. Let's see, let's get a few more cards here. What are you gonna find sexy about them physically? Let's get some spicy details here. Ooh! Somebody has long legs here. So I'm seeing here what you're gonna find sexy about them physically. They might have long legs or they're tall. Okay? They might also have very nice tattoos, a nice chest, or I'm seeing here that they have tattoos. I'm also seeing here long hair, so actually it doesn't matter, long, short. I'm seeing both here. Okay. And then we have the Emperor again. Okay. What you find physically attractive about them is that they have like they have broad shoulders. They might be big with broad shoulders, or they don't even have to have muscles, but their statue is a little bit broader, like their shoulders are a little bit broader if you're looking for a male or whatever. Okay. They might have muscles, but in general they are like a big person. I pick up like a big person here. Okay. With long legs, broad shoulders. Again, they don't have to have a six-pack. They might have one. And if it's a lady, she has long legs. Like I'm feeling here, these are like your future spouse is a tall person here. Okay, this is a tall person, whether or not it's male or female. I keep seeing those long legs. Okay. One more card. Yeah, and there's something surprising about the way that they dress. Okay, again, this could be a small thing, this could be a big thing. They could wear like a t-shirt with like a very cool, like how do you say that, something is written on their t-shirt that is like really fun, or like, you know, like t-shirts that sometimes have like a statement, something like that. They could also wear something like that, but there's a surprising effect when it comes to what they wear or how tall they are. You might be like, whoa, you're tall. Okay. There's some type of surprising effect about their physical appearance that you're gonna find super duper sexy. For most of you guys, I feel like they're tall and broad shoulders, depending on what you're looking for, male or female. And they do dress extraordinarily, or they are very plain, but there's always something that is like an eye catcher with what they wear. Okay. Now I'm going to look at what you're going to find sexy about how they interact with you. So you guys are talking, getting to know each other. What are you going to find sexy about your future spouse? What up? Let's see. What are you gonna find sexy about them that makes you want to drop your pants? And I don't even know where the camera cut off, to be honest. But the Judgment card also talks about a decision, okay? So I feel like they will show you that they decide to be with you, or they decide that they decide to be with you. I don't know what the heck that means. There's something about a big decision that has to be made about whether or not you guys will go separate ways or you guys will be together, and they would choose you. I'm hearing I will always choose you. In every lifetime I will choose you. Damn. What the heck is going on here? Okay. I also feel like they're quite a romantic person, okay? Your future spouse is somebody who's romantic. I feel like what you're going to find sexy about them is that they're sometimes very romantic with what they do. They might put rose petals on the bed or light up some candles or again send you a good morning text, but like very romantic. They have like a very romantic energy to them. Okay, it might not always come up because I'm seeing in the beginning kind of like a very passionate like energy where you guys have like disagreements, but they have like a very, very romantic side to them. Okay, the type of vibe of like I would die for my woman, which also talks about the sacrifice here. Like I'm sacrificing this for my woman, I'm sacrificing this for my man. Again, don't get me wrong, not sacrificing your happiness, but sacrificing something like an old job to relocate, or I don't know what else, okay? Or sacrificing your pride to say sorry because you love this person, something like that here, okay? What are we gonna find sexy about them? Yeah. I'm hearing push and pull, okay? So between the two of you, there's gonna be a little bit of a push and pull in the beginning, but you're actually gonna enjoy it. It's kind of like a little bit of a game, okay? But not playing games with each other, but kind of like a game, okay? It feels like a power play, but in a very fun and loving way, okay? Don't get me wrong. Now with the 7 of Wands, I'm also feeling an energy here. What you're going to find sexy about your future spouse is that they claim you, meaning that they're very, very obvious with holding your hands, putting their hand around your, shoulder to show the world that you are theirs, okay? So that makes sure that everybody knows that you are theirs, okay? Which gives you like a good feeling I'm seeing here. Yeah. Look at that, and then we have 5, 5, 5, 5 here, so 55, 55. Look at this angel number again. If you've been seeing this angel number, this is 100% your reading. But with the 5 of Wands here, if I look at this card, okay, what you're gonna find sexy about this person is that they're very protective over you. They would call you, did you get home? Okay, did you get home? Where are you right now? But again, it's not in a way where they control you. It's more so in a that they care for you, and you're gonna feel that, okay? Good morning, good evening, like good night or something like that, or just calling you to ask you where you're at, where you're going, okay? They're very invested in you. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie. We have the King and the Queen of Wands, okay? So you guys are a perfect match. Both of you are fiery, passionate about life, okay? Both of you might also be somebody you attract somebody here and there, especially when you take out your best clothing and you feel sexy. You do attract people's attention, just like them, okay? Which also makes it maybe think that they are a player. But I want to say, I think what you're gonna find sexy about them is that they are sometimes a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna lie, they might be a little bit jealous here, but again, don't get me wrong, this is not an obsessive jealous here. It's a jealous that comes from loving you so much, okay? So this is not the person that would say you're not supposed to, or you're not allowed to go here, you're not allowed to go there. No, they really, with the Queen of Cups, they're just mesmerized by you, and I think you're gonna find it sexy that they sometimes are a little bit jealous, okay? I feel like they're gonna show you that they are jealous. For example, you guys are walking somewhere, and it's clear that you guys are together, right? You have his hand, you guys are walking with each other, and then a man is looking at you and they're like, why is he looking at you? Like, I'm with you. Like, that's disrespectful to me or to our relationship. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean here, okay? Let's see, what is the 5 of Wands about? Yeah. I can't. Yeah, they're gonna be a little bit jealous, but again, with the Strength card, this is nothing to worry about at all, okay? they just have sometimes jealous tendencies. They're going to show it to you. I feel like they might be a little bit jealous just in the beginning before you guys are officially together. Okay, I feel like once you guys are officially together, or once you guys move in together, they do not have this fear anymore because they trust you. But I feel like in the beginning they might be a little jealous, okay? And you're gonna enjoy that. Like, are you jealous? Okay, my beautiful pile number 4. I hope you like this reading. My camera battery is completely low. So it's time for me to go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Claim this reading in the description box. If you're interested in those readings, I'm gonna do like a whole series. I feel called to do like multiple videos, almost like a story where you can watch each reading and they connect to each other. So if you're interested in that and it's your first time on my channel, I would be very, very happy to welcome you. And I would say I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.